Okay, we are recording. Hey guys, today we are going to be doing a dungeon in Tunnel Goons. Has everybody taken a look at the rules for Tunnel Goons?
Yes.
Okay,
So
roughly.
we're
I
not
have
going to level
not.
up.
Was I supposed to look at something?
You didn't need to.
I might have missed something.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine. To Tunnel Goons, I will drop the link in the chat to the main rules document. It's really simple. You only ever roll one type of roll, 2d6, and it covers everything you do. That includes, like, if you wanted to, I don't know, make like a dex check type of check, if you wanted to, like, evade a trap. If you want to do combat, it's also 2d6, and pretty much everything, the only thing you ever roll is 2d6. When you roll against something, you have a difficulty score, or you roll against a monster's HP. So if you're rolling against a difficulty score, if you beat the difficulty score, you succeed. If not, you fail. Usually, so 2d6, your mean and mode are 7, and the guidelines in the rules say 8 is easy, and 10 is moderate, and 12 is hard. So you would need like a +3 on average in order to get to like a moderate difficulty. Your +3s are going to come from items and stats. But yeah, you'll have 3 stats. You'll have Brute, Skulker, and Erudite is the last stat. And those are kind of Strength, Dex, and Int. But do we wanna? I'm down.
Oh, I will give this a shot, but you should know that in the past, Discord will just kick me off the call entirely and I'll disconnect. So if I disappear, it's Discord crashing.
Are we rolling in some kind of chat room or
Oh,
something?
yes. There's a chat channel associated with this voice channel. So if you hover over game room, yeah,
Gotcha.
and that's where I've also dropped the links to the rules.
Nice.
But yeah, so basically you roll 2d6, you add bonuses, see if it beats the difficulty score, and then we resolve. If you're fighting a monster, their HP acts as their difficulty score. And any variation from a tie with the difficulty score does damage either way. So if you roll above their HP,
Okay.
and let's say you roll 2 above their HP, you rolled a 12 and they had 10 HP, then you do 2 damage to them. However, if you rolled an 8, they would do 2 damage to you.
Does that carry over? Say I rolled a 12, it still loses 2 health, so now it has 8 health, so next time I just need to beat an 8.
That's right. You kind of snowball into doing more, getting
okay.
more and more effective, which is kind of nice. You guys as players aren't gonna have that weakness because your HP is going to be completely uncorrelated with the bonuses to your roll. That's just not how it works on the player side. So your 3 stats are Brute, Skulker, and Erudite. Brute, it says good at smacking things and feats of strength. Skulker is good at sneaking, aiming, and balancing. And Erudite is good at reading, perception, and speaking.
Sorry if you mentioned this already. So when we're assigning those stats, do we get to choose how we allocate things, or?
Yes. So there's a 5-step list at the bottom of the rules. So there's naming your character. Your HP is 10. That's step 2. You can hold 8 items. That is 3. And then you get to distribute 3 points between your 3 stats. So you could go all even, 1 on 1. You could do 2 and 1, or you could do a 3-0 on some stats.
Just so everyone knows, this is how I distribute it. So inventory score is 8 is how many things I can hold. I'm going to end up holding 3 things.
So actually, the premise of this adventure is that you wake up naked with nothing on you in a dungeon. So we're actually going to skip step 5.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah. But you do have 8 inventory slots. And if you go over, if you carry more items than your inventory slots, you subtract 1 from Brute and Skulker rules for each item slot that you are over. So if you're holding 10 items, you'll subtract 2 from Brute and Skulker. Oh, I can't hear you, Nicholas.
Oh.
There you go.
We can hear you now.
Oh. Maybe you can't hear me when I click over to another link?
Maybe.
Does that make sense?
Probably depends on your browser if you're running in the browser.
Yeah, I am running it in a browser.
That could be it.
Okay, yeah, so whenever I look at the rules, you stop being able to hear me then?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay.
That's what it sounds like.
Give it a shot and see. Well, don't try it.
Okay, testing 1.
Can't hear you.
Yeah, yeah, that was it.
3.
Yep, we got it.
Okay, yeah.
We got the first and the last one.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so yeah, just distribute you 3 stats. And we will, that's all the really character creation we're going to do, and decide on the name for yourself. Okay, so we have Braun the illiterate and Brock the semi-literate.
The server. I see you guys, but I lost this. I found it.
I hope someone can read, at least.
Hey, the tunnels. Right? What is there to read?
It's true.
What if there's a sign that says the way out? Knowing the tunnel designer, it's probably a lie.
Wait, so I just assign them or I roll?
You assign them. So you get 3 points to assign to your 3 stats.
I guess I'll
think this would be
just
funny.
try to assign it in a way that...
Also, I think we could. It would be not. I don't think this is a bit long for a one shot. So we could, if it gets a bit late, we can totally just like chop it and pick up some other time. Although scheduling, we'd have to find a good time to schedule that. But hopefully we can get through it all today. Is there anybody like? I think the next thing that I need to do is dinner at like 6 or 7. So like, does anybody else have any like time conflicts that they're aware of?
I have like a 4:35-ish thing.
Okay. So that should put us like right at 3 hours, which is a good amount of time to play D&D in any case. Okay. Any questions about system, character creation, etc., etc.? Anything we've talked about so far?
Are the damage or difficulty scores like public? Like if we are fighting a monster, do we know off like?
Yeah. So if you, I'm gonna say that like in every case it's apparent what the difficulty score is, just to give you guys like as much information as you want. So like if you come across something and you're like, how tough does it look? I'll tell you the difficulty score. It's HP right away. Assuming you get like a good look at it and whatnot. You can't just like if something's around the corner, you may not be able to tell. But if there's some clear sign of how it is, then yeah, I have no problem telling you that. I'm gonna go run and get a pen. I might need it, but also realize that because of the system, I will never be doing any rolling. It's all you guys. So I have the ability to modify the difficulty scores and HP, but you guys do all the rolling, so I should never need to roll. I think that's a neat point about the system. I'll be right back.
Should we boot up YouTube again?
Some soccer. Or was it Bobble? I forget. How do we get YouTube going?
Bobble League.
I was just gonna put on Mr. Beast. I clicked on the same thing. Fortnite.
Is this Fortnite?
You're in Fortnite.
I see. I step out of the room for 1 minute, and this is what it turns into.
Yeah, we're watching Fortnite.
It looks
Mr.
like
Beast.
Squid Game though.
Yeah, how do I turn this off?
Leave activity above like the mute button, or like the leave call button.
Oh, wait, where do I leave? Leave activity. Great.
Still watching Abhijit?
I don't know how to get out.
Above the yeah.
Where it
did
says
I
start
leave?
activity, you have to
Oh.
click on that and then.
I just clicked on myself twice and it kicked me out.
Oh,
Oh no, I'm still in there. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Well, you could just watch the whole time. As long as you pay
There we
attention
go.
to us too.
No, awful experience. Activity was not fun.
Oh, also, one other rule clarification that I got was if multiple people want to attack the same monster, then you just get like somebody is like the frontliner, and they get like plus however many +1 for each ally helping them up to I'd say 2 or 3.
And they take the damage.
Yeah, they'll take the damage. So it's a bit risky to be frontliner, but you probably like if you're only getting +1 per +1 per ally, then it makes sense to have your beefiest person go up front.
Is there like any kind of like do you lose a turn if you try to switch the frontliner? Does that trigger it?
There's no like strict turn system. It's all
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
it's kind of freeform combat.
Yeah.
So we can judge that as it happens. But really, like, I think this, like, if you guys looked at the homepage for the system, it's I think it's very cute. It's got some cute art, and the way I imagine combat is like you run up with your sword, and then you and the monster like start fighting, and then a big dust cloud like stirs up, and you see the limbs sticking out of it and whatnot, like cartoon style. And then you back away, and then both of you have taken damage. So that's kind of what combat is like. It's very abstracted, very risky. Probably don't want to do it too much since you only have 10 HP, and you don't want to like. You don't want to. You're probably not going to have a good chance to like take a long rest or anything like that. But yeah. Okay. Anything else, or are we ready to get started?
Seems good.
Okay. So let's get started. So you guys partied too hard. You remember going into the big bar in town and buying everybody a round of drinks and then another one, and then that's all you really remember. But you just woke up. Good news. But it's pitch black and you're naked and you're on a cold stone floor. And there is a really bad smell in the air. It smells like ammonia and like stomach bile. And you can hear something scraping against the floor, probably about 25 feet away. And as you kind of get up and feel around a little bit, Jake finds a knife. Excuse me. What was your name? Eric? Yeah, Eric finds a knife. But there's something huge and heavy scraping on the floor, probably about 25 feet away. And it's pitch black.
Right. Can I we next to? Do I feel a wall or anything, or is it just the floor? Like I just feel the floor.
Immediately around you, you feel floor. If you want to kind of take a minute and like walk around or feel around.
Yeah, I want to like tiptoe around and like try and see if I can get a wall. Try not to make too much noise.
Yeah. You kind of feel around, walk around, hands out, and then you eventually do find an edge of a wall, and you hit something else that feels kind of round and curved along the way, made of stone as well. What are other people doing?
I'm also gonna sort of on the ground crawl around and feel around a little bit. Maybe not in the
Yeah.
same direction as Jake. Or, sorry, Eric.
That's also what I want to do, but I want to do it in the direction opposite that we're hearing a noise from.
Okay. You, Bob, you eventually run into something that's about waist or chest high, and it's similarly round and curved. It's kind of curved like it's a big bowl.
Can I
But,
feel over the top of it to see if it's covered on top?
Yeah, so you reach.
Like, I
It's
feel
not
like-
covered on top. By the way, the scraping is a little bit closer now. It's probably about 20 feet away. You feel inside, and there's no lid to it. But after feeling around, you feel skin, human skin. It's a foot, and you feel ropes tied around the ankles.
Okay.
I am going to crawl in the same direction as Eric,
Okay.
just following him around, I guess.
Okay. So yeah, Eric and what's your name? Brock. Brock have made it to the wall. Do you kind of want to press? I don't know. What do you guys want to do at the wall? Just kind of get out of the way and stand still.
I want to try and see if there's a way to get out of this room with the ominous scraping.
Okay. The scraping is a little bit closer now. It's probably about 15 feet away, and the smell is getting stronger. It's just awful. Just kind of a terrible, terrible smell. And you can hear some kind of huge labored breathing now. But yeah, you start feeling around, and the wall kind of curves around. It goes flat for a while and then curves at a right angle. And you can continue feeling along the wall.
Can we, like, discern some kind of gradient in the smell? Like, it smells better in one direction and not the other?
Yeah, it definitely feels like it's coming from the direction that you're hearing the sound from. Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm gonna move towards Bob.
Okay.
Away from the sound towards the foot.
Okay, yeah. So in this big stone bowl-ish thing, there's a foot tied at the ankles, and presumably a rest of a body as well. But
Can I feel a? Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, it's you can actually, as you feel around a little more, you feel a couple of people tied in here, and they all seem to be unconscious, and they are not moving, of course, not responding to your movement.
I
Can we,
feel
like... Go ahead,
Sorry,
go ahead.
go ahead. Okay, I wonder, like, can I feel to see, like, they have clothes on, or are they naked too? Do they have any equipment we can use?
Yeah,
I
they're
don't know if I can, like, rob them.
Yeah, I mean, that's what, I was about to say the same thing, too.
yeah. So they are also completely bare of anything.
Wait, am I
They
naked?
have rope.
Yeah, you're all
All
naked.
naked.
Oh, and you're all very, very dehydrated. So much so that you're not going to add anything to brute or skulker rolls until you get the drink of water.
Okay,
Can we,
can
like-
I, like, you said that their ankles were tied. Can I try to, like, I mean, I know I can't really see it, but can I try to, like, feel the knots and try to untie it by feeling and try to just get the rope?
You could. It might take a lot of time because the scraping is only 10 feet away now. And you can hear the breathing
Not,
is just.
like, really easily.
No, they are securely tied. And this thing is.
Well, then,
It sounds like across the room from you.
What like direction is the rope going in? Is it going towards the thing coming?
The rope.
Yeah, like it's tied, but like what else is it tied to?
It's just like a hog tying a person, where it's like their ankles are bound together.
Oh, okay.
They aren't tied to something external.
Okay.
okay, could I feel past the bowl, like further away from the thing?
Yeah. So you go around the side of the bowl, I guess, and then on the other side of the bowl, you can kind of reach out and find a wall. And this is about where Eric is.
Oh,
Eric has moved a little bit past this section of the wall. And Eric has pretty much figured out this is a mostly square room.
Haven't found any gates or it's like just a.
There is. Well, how close do you want to get to where the scraping is coming from?
Oh, that's true.
Because the scraping is, I guess, from part of a room that you haven't ventured towards yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is there like, is the wall like climbable at all, or is it smooth?
It's like pretty climbable. It's like roughly hewn stone, so it's not. With a little bit of work, you could get up it, but it's not unclimbable by any means.
Could I like climb maybe like 10 feet or something, not too far?
Yeah.
Like, enough to, like just sort of see if there's something there, but like not enough to.
Yeah, at about 8 feet up, you can reach up and feel the ceiling.
Okay.
So yeah, and the scraping, whatever it is making the scraping, has now entered the room, which Eric has kind of discovered to be a small room, and you can hear just kind of thump limbs across the floor, and eventually, Bob, where are you right now? On the other side of the bowl. Yeah. So you hear this thing lumber over to the bowl. You hear the sound of like a bone creak and like skin moving around. And then you hear flesh tearing and bone crunching in the bowl as this thing kind of lowers itself onto the floor a little bit and starts eating noisily.
I'm just gonna stay like 8 feet up and not try to move.
So wait, it's near the bowl. We're on the opposite side of the bowl.
Yes, I think Eric, Brock, and Bob are all on the opposite side of the bowl. So maybe you're getting sprayed a little bit with bodily
I'm gonna
fluids.
try to like sneakily move my way along the wall towards the door or wherever it
Yeah,
sounds
that's
like.
what I'm
it
gonna
came
do. Yeah, where
Yeah.
it came from. I'm
I
trying
want to try to
sneak
like,
that
go
way.
around to where it came from.
Okay.
Going along the wall though.
It seems pretty occupied by its meal, so I am not going to make you guys roll for this. It's going to be mostly unmindful of you if you're taking a very sneaky manner of getting out of here.
I'm gonna follow them.
Okay.
Maybe just along the wall. I won't touch the ground. But yeah.
Okay, that'll probably take a little bit more time if you're going to be careful doing this in pitch black. But yeah, so eventually you make your way out and you feel that this room opens up into a hallway. And the smell of ammonia and stomach bile is still very strong behind you, plus whatever other smells is coming from there now. You do get a faint whiff of like kind of barnyard smell ahead of you, and you can actually see a little bit of light to your right, towards down a hallway that's very faintly illuminated.
I'm going towards the light.
Oh yeah, screw it. I'm going towards the light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Going
still
there.
trying not to make too much noise or anything like that.
I'll go towards the light, but behind them.
Oh.
Putting yourself closer to whatever's back there.
Is
Yeah.
there any sense that this door has like a lock or anything like this?
There was no door on that room.
Oh, okay, it was just open.
It was just open.
Okay, then
Yeah.
light it is.
Yeah. Okay, so you kind of tiptoe your way down the hallway. Still lots of noisy eating behind you. And eventually come to a T intersection with one branch going off to your left and one going forward. You can see the light get stronger to your left, and you can smell vinegar or something ahead of you.
Going towards the light.
Yeah.
Do like the vinegar is to the left or?
The vinegar is straight ahead of you.
So there's.
I see.
I'm gonna. So we're approaching the T intersection from like one of the
Like arms of the T.
Yeah.
one of the arms of the T. Okay, I see. So we can either continue straight, which is the direction of the light, or we can turn and go to the vinegar.
Switch the yeah.
Okay, so straight is the vinegar, turning is the light.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why the light was faint.
I mean, there's probably no chance of water near the vinegar. You guys think?
Yeah, I'm
Maybe we'll
hungover. I
find
don't wanna drink
vinegar.
Vinegar. Yeah.
Okay, I'll follow Brock towards the light.
Okay, so you guys.
I don't want to separate. I'll go with the others.
Yeah, so you guys head towards the light, and eventually you come out into a more open area. This area is probably about 50 feet across and 30 feet wide, and you can see it's just kind of an. There are a couple things in this room and a couple exits here. So to your left, you can see steel doors that have a bar across them. And it kind of...
Bars, like the thing like securing it shut, or...
yeah.
Okay.
But it's heavy steel doors. There is there's an exit to the right, and an exit straight ahead. By the way, if you guys, this is the mapping, like keeping a map in your head might be kind of hard. If you guys want to draw a map somewhere, we could do like a shared whiteboard. That's also perfectly fine.
Can we do this shared whiteboard in Discord, or?
I don't think Discord has a shared whiteboard. You might just have to do it externally in a browser. But somebody can also keep track. You could have a mapper, so have somebody in that role.
Anytime I leave the app, you won't hear me anymore, so
Yeah.
I'll have
Sure,
to be
Lou.
quiet while looking at the map.
Oh, I could like share my screen. Oh,
Oh,
Jake's beat me to
Jake
it.
has a whiteboard posted in the chat.
Oh, not that one. That one's just a link to a whiteboard site. For this one.
Oh, there.
Nice. Oh, I can draw.
I don't have a drawing pad on me.
I mean, you don't need to do anything fancy. You can do nodes and edges.
By 50, this is where we just came into.
Right.
There was
we
like a
took
hall.
left, right?
Okay, you took a left.
So it should be on the right side.
Yeah, this looks good.
I'm not gonna look at your map, by the way. You can verbally confirm it with me, but I don't plan on looking at it.
And this was
Good.
like,
Jake, I think it should be mirrored. Maybe I'm looking at it mirrored.
you took a left to get into the room, not a right.
Oh, really?
I think
Wait.
No, I'm happy with what we see so far.
Yeah, if we took a left to get to the room, then this is right.
To get to the current room, yes.
And there's an exit straight
Oh,
ahead of us.
okay. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. My head was flipped.
And then
not-
there's
I
An
guess
exit
what
to our
I
right.
don't know though is like like on the hallway is like the bowl and the thing.
It was in a room off
Side
the
of
hallway. Hmm?
Right. But like, was that room on the same side of the hallway as this like 30 by 50 room is, or is it on the opposite side of the hallway?
so Sam.
Oh, it's on the opposite side. I get what you mean.
Okay.
So yeah. So if you were to retrace your steps, you would go back to the hallway, and then take a right, and then take a left to get into the ballroom. But the way you took out was to go out of the ballroom, take a right, and then take a left towards the light.
Okay. And there was
Right. Was there a left turn that we could have made when we left the ballroom?
There was a straight
Or
ahead
was it just straight ahead?
Straight ahead.
with barnyard scent.
Oh, right. Okay.
Go for it.
Okay, that map looks right to me.
Okay, yeah, our scale is kind of off. We're gonna have to work with this later, but okay, this is
Yeah.
good.
Okay, so back to the current room. Are we good with the map?
This
Yeah.
is good.
Okay,
I'm happy.
so there are heavy steel doors on your left side with a bar across them. To the left of that door, so closer to where you're coming from, there's a lit torch on a metal pole. And it's just like sitting in a little holder, a little circular holder, so you could just pick it up and run with it. And to the right of the door, there's a sturdy table with an iron banded chest, so it's got like big, thick loops of iron around it. And you can smell lamp oil from this, and there is like a tinderbox of fire striker, like flint and steel, on top of it. But really, the main thing that you notice is just like more of that horrible stench coming from ahead of you, the exit out that way.
Like we came in straight, and you're saying like straight ahead.
Exactly.
It's like it smells bad.
like ammonia or barn.
Ammonia and bile.
I want to grab that torch.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'll take the tinderbox.
Okay. What do other people want to do?
So there's only like two ways in and out of this room besides the steel door?
There are 3 ways in and out. The one you came out of, the one that's straight ahead of you, and one to the right.
To the right, okay.
What's like the smell like to the right?
The smell to the right, there's no particular smell coming from it. You can see that it's a hallway that runs to another room somewhere farther down, but it's hard to make out much more than that with the torch. Without going any farther.
Is there doors on these 2 entrances, or the 2 exits, not the steel doors?
No.
Okay.
Can we try to like use our? I guess we don't have water, so we don't have a brute bonus, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
Were you gonna try to break down the door?
yeah, I was gonna try to at least like remove the bar that's blocking it.
Does it look like the bar's like held by any? Is it like locked onto the door? Like how is it to the door?
So the bar is it's got like it's kind of bracketed into the door or into the door frame, so it doesn't need to be lifted up per se. It needs to be lifted out to the side. But you can see there is like some sort of locking mechanism on the door itself by its handles. So there is some sort of extra lock on there.
Could you like, Eric? You have the knife. You think you could try to pick it?
The knife, I don't know. I mean, I could try like prying the lock mechanism off with the knife, or kind of like wedging it between the door and see if the knife will get in there. I'll try that.
You gonna try that?
While he's doing that, I'd like to approach the smelly vinegar room, or the ammonia room, and try to like hear if there's any noise coming from inside.
Okay. So you're just like going into the hallway and like you're gonna take a listen for a minute.
Oh, it's a hallway. I thought it. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yes. It's a hallway going a little bit further down. It's not too long. It's maybe another 20 feet into another room that you can make out if you've seen at the edge. But first, let's talk about the knife. So you get your knife in between the 2 doors, and you can feel the locking mechanism in there, but it feels pretty sturdy and not really budging as you do with your knife. How hard do you want to go with the knife to...
I want to break the knife. Like, I just want to like try it and see if it works.
Okay.
You think if we like heated the lock with the torch or something, we could make it looser?
It is steel. That feels
Yeah.
like.
Okay, probably not.
I have another question.
Yeah.
Was the light source the torch, or was there a different light source that we saw?
Just the torch.
Okay.
Oh, if I go into the hallway, is this room getting too dark for everyone?
Probably not from the door, but if you're on the other side of the room from where Brock is, then it might be a bit dim.
I am Brock.
Yes, I was telling that to other people.
Oh.
Like, if other people are on the other side of the room from Brock, then it's a little bit dim.
Who had the torch again? You did. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm moving towards the ammonia hallway, trying to see
Okay.
if I
Well, I'll
hear
go with
anything.
you then, because I want to stay by the light.
Yeah. Okay, so picking the lock. So you put the knife right in the locking mechanism where it feels like there's a gap. And then you just want to kind of shove and see if it gives.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to break the knife. I just want to see I want to do it to the point where I feel like the knife might break and just give that much force.
Okay, yeah, so you push as hard as you think the knife can take, but the locking mechanism seems pretty secure.
Okay.
It doesn't seem to budge at all.
Yeah, I don't want to like mangle up the knife. I'll leave it for now.
Okay.
So Brock and Bob are going towards the smelly part, and then you said there's another like hallway, right?
There is another hallway.
Okay, I'm gonna. Is there any light in that direction?
I don't. There is not.
Okay. I guess we only got one torch, so I'll join up with Bob and Brock.
And I'll do the same thing.
Okay. You guys want to head in that direction?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we were listening, right? Did we hear anything or?
Oh, so for your listening, you can vaguely hear dripping water somewhere, but you don't hear anything else.
But the water sounds like it's coming from the direction of the smelly room.
Yes.
Okay, then I want to keep going.
Okay.
I'll follow.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay, so you guys head down the hallway about 20-ish more feet, and you enter into a pretty big room, one that's about 50 by 60.
Oh, wow.
And the first thing you notice is that there is a huge pit in the middle of it that's about 30 feet across.
A kit?
A pit.
Oh,
They're like
pit.
preventing us from getting across.
No, there's definitely room around the edge to walk around. It doesn't take up, like, the room is 50 feet across, and so the 30-foot diameter is suitably smaller than that. So you can definitely walk around. And you see exits to your left, straight across the pit, and to the right. The one across the pit has no door, but the ones to the left and right have doors.
I'm gonna check
I
out
presume the doors are closed.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Alright.
check out the door on the left to see if it's locked.
I'm
Where
gonna.
do
hold
we
the
hear the
torch
dripping
over.
water from?
The dripping water comes from the left, behind some door.
Sorry, did you say? Can we see how deep the pit is, or does it look bottomless to us?
You don't see... So do you want to walk up?
I want to, hold the torch over the pit and look.
Okay.
down.
Yeah. So you don't see the bottom to it. You can maybe see something glistening back at you, maybe 40-ish feet down, but it's unclear, very unclear what it is.
I have that tinder. We could like light a little piece of tinder
And just
drop
drop
it down
it?
the well and see.
Yeah, I can do that.
Dude, I'm not going down there. Like, what the fuck's the point of figuring I was down there?
I'm just like, we can just, who knows, right?
There
What
could
if
be,
there's
like,
just a
people
big
down there
lake
that
down
hasn't-
there or something?
They just dive into the 3 feet of water.
Yeah.
How far up can you jump into water from?
I mean,
No
if
idea.
you dive, you can probably, as long as it's not too shallow.
It's like
probably be fine.
Minecraft logic. Like, as long as there's some water. you're fine.
Okay, I'll take a little bit of tinder and light it and drop it. Maybe just light it on the torch and then drop it in.
Sure. You see it. You see it float down through the air. Like as sparks tend to do, and then you see it land again, roughly 35 feet down, which is probably just out of range of the light of the torch. But
Does it look like it goes out on contact, or
yeah,
it
yeah.
just sits? Okay.
It just it falls and then immediately just kind of and dies. You can't hear it, but that's the auditory impression you get. By the way, you still there, Nick?
Do you mean me or?
No, I meant Christo. Let me add him in the chat.
Oh, howdy. I left the room for a sec. I
Okay.
didn't know we paused. But I heard we put Tinder down the pit.
Yeah, and it landed 35-ish, 40 feet down, and then went out on contact with whatever's down there. You can just barely make out like glistening stuff. But when you dropped it down there, it goes out, and then you hear a voice. You hear someone say, "Hey, is somebody there?
Is it
Please,
coming from-
please." It's coming from the pit. Can you help me, please? Is that Father Bastival?
Oh, it would have been great if we had the rope.
Please.
Wait, where is the ammonia smell coming from the pit?
Yes.
Oh.
Not saying anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I don't-
sorry,
I don't
buddy,
say
but-
anything.
Yeah, I'm going towards those left doors where there sounds like
Yeah.
there's water.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm worried.
You hear one last. You hear one last call out from the voice. Please, my name is Akina. I'm a prisoner here. Help me.
What do you feel pit?
What are we supposed to do, buddy?
And then you hear a loud "fuck," and then you guys, I guess, are keeping walking. So the doors here over to your what was the left when you entered are not locked.
I'll lead us in.
Okay. Okay, so you open the doors and you can see ahead of you a big pool of water. You can see a fountain. Huh?
Yeah, I'm not even thinking. I'm just going to the water like immediately and like drinking as much as I can.
Okay.
Does it like smell weird at all?
Smells pure and clean.
Okay, yeah, I'm
There's a
gonna take a big
fountain?
gulp.
There's like a big pool with a fountain in it. Yeah.
Oh, is it like a decorative fountain? Like,
Yeah, it's like it's a fish with hands, and you can see water coming out of each of the hands. But yeah, what's your name, Eric? You are just running and diving in.
Not that. I'm just running, scooping water into my face. You know, just like.
You as soon as you get into the water, you feel a shove on your back, and you fall face first into the water. A really hard shove, and you fall face first into the water, and you feel yourself gasp in some water, and you start flailing a little bit.
Can I
we're in
grab
the
him
room.
and pull it
Are we-
out?
Are we seeing anything?
Yeah, did I see anything that happened?
Did we
while
just like
sitting
see him like fall in?
It just looked like he fell in.
Can I like grab him and pull him out?
Yeah. Yeah, you can reach in and you can pull him out, and he's still kind of gasping and mouth kind of going open and closed like a fish. But after a minute, Eric, you kind of regain your senses and you feel fine.
I look around and I'm like, who the hell pushed me in? Like, what the hell?
So
Wasn't me.
the only other things in this water pool area is is the fountain, and I have a little bit more to say about it. And there's a skeleton in a full set of armor. Yeah, somewhere like a little bit deeper in.
Like past the fountain?
Not past the fountain. The fountain's like towards the back of this room, which is probably about 60 feet back.
And the fountain like touches the back of the room, or like?
It's almost back there. Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything behind the fountain, or is it just a wall?
It's just a wall. But yeah, there is a.
Does Eric seem hydrated? Because I'm thinking like maybe the water is
Yeah.
worth a shove.
Yeah. So you definitely. So Eric is hydrated. And you can take back your brute and skulker bonuses.
I'm gonna like grab a drink. Just make sure I don't get
still
shoved in.
think, I still think you guys shoved me in. Like y'all didn't convince me that I wasn't.
It looks like you just fell in. I don't know what you're.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Did you slip?
bro, someone pushed me. Like I don't know what's going on here. Like this isn't funny. Like come on over. We're down here. It's dark. We've almost been. I don't know what that thing was in the first room. Yeah, y'all don't need to be pushing me into the floor right now.
Just chill, just chill. We're just thirsty, man. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I
I
think
am too.
we were a little delirious. Like
So you can hear from somewhere deeper. You can hear a. Hang on, actually. I said I wasn't gonna roll, but I did. Okay. Yeah, you hear a little bit of the scraping again somewhere from outside the room, of something heavy scraping against the floor.
how far away does it sound?
Like 50 feet or more.
All right, I'm drinking. I'm drinking up. Like
Yeah, I'm gonna get some water too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go drink too.
Maybe like Eric, you just want to like hold our shoulders or something.
I still think that I'm not holding you guys. You guys
Eric,
pushed
be
me
a
in.
team player. Come on,
Yeah.
you're our
I-
friend. We
I'm
got
just
to
gonna
like
go
a
with
bar
the
and got
drink.
drunk together.
So yeah, the three others of you get a drink with no mishaps or spooky stuff of any kind. Yeah,
so.
but the scraping is getting a little closer.
This armor on the skeleton, is it nice? Is it?
It's kind of rusted, but it would do it. It would be better than being naked, I would say. You can get like it'll defend you perfectly fine. It's just a little rusty around the edges.
If there's a helmet, I will take the helmet and I'll leave the rest to someone else.
Yeah, I'll grab the armor unless somebody. Maybe like Nick, you should probably be the one with the armor because you have 0 brute.
Yeah. I mean,
Or,
I was just thinking
Bob.
I would want to avoid any kind of conflict.
Yeah, someone else. Yeah.
Like
Okay.
I feel like somebody who would want to get into a conflict would be better having the armor.
I'll grab the armor then.
Yeah.
I can.
Does,
Try
is there a
to
weapon
jimmy it
on this
off.
thing? Is the skeleton like holding like a spear or anything?
No, and it doesn't really have like a full set of armor. It just has like just a breastplate. So not even a helmet, unfortunately.
Okay. Can I take like the femur bone, and like?
Sure.
Stick. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
I'll take
I'm
the
gonna
other one.
Take its leg and use that as like a club.
Who's holding the torch, by the way?
Me. So
Okay.
I got torch in one hand, femur in the other.
Okay, and I just checked that to make sure you didn't. To make sure that Jake wasn't holding it when you fell into the water.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be unfortunate.
Yeah, but the scraping is getting closer. It sounds like it might be at the entrance to the pit room.
Ooh,
Okay,
you
I'm
can see
gonna
her.
try to quietly back out of the fountain room back into the pit room, and I want to look in that direction, but also kind of crawl or slink along the wall, away from the fountain room.
Okay,
Wait, so
Away
the
from
fou-
the entrance
was
of
there a
the-
tunnel to the fountain room, or was it just adjacent?
it was just adjacent.
Okay. You got this.
don't know.
Yeah, so you're kind of if you go quick, you can make it out before before this monstrosity makes it to the entrance to your room, the one entrance to your room, but you'll have to move quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get out of there. I feel cornered.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Where are we gonna head? The smelly room?
Yeah, well,
Wait, the smell is coming from the pit, I thought.
Yeah.
There's like a smelly room that Nick was looking down, or Brock was looking down, right?
That's where we went. We went
to the
to
smelly
towards
room,
that.
and the smell was coming
Oh.
from the pit.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm hoping to like be able to just keep this pit on the opposite side of me as this thing, though. I guess. Like,
Hopefully, it can't jump over the pit or something.
Ooh, you know,
Hopefully.
I might take the skull of this guy as well. Alright, I guess I would need an extra set of hands. Like,
You can,
or
put it
can
under
I
your
just put
arm.
that in my, like, inventory, even though I don't have...
You could like put it under your arm or something. I'd say you can probably carry about 4 items
Okay.
without like a
Okay.
bag.
Alright, I'm gonna try to hold that skull under my arm as I'm holding the torch.
Okay. So if you go to attack with your femur, the skull will drop.
What was that?
Are you doing it under your torch arm or under your femur
Under
arm?
torch arm. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I could also hold on the things, bring more items.
Well, I think I can, like, throw this and make, like, a noise in some direction, and I don't know if that's gonna do anything for us, but...
Okay, do you guys want to go back into the pit room and try to slink around?
Yes.
Yeah, but
Are
let's
you
like,
doing-
get to the opposite side of the
Yeah,
pit.
wait, so... Yeah, like, does it sound like it's far away from, like, maybe, like, in the first room we went in right now, or is it in the hallway between the pit room and the first room, like, the first big room with the door?
It sounds like it's just getting into the pit room, based on
But, from which direction, I guess?
from the steel door direction.
Oh, God. It might be the same guy.
Yeah, I think it might have finished and come back the same way we went.
You know,
we
it's
came.
like... fuck.
At the
There's a
same time,
door
like,
like on the other side of the pit room, from the other side in which we came in
Yeah,
originally.
there are plenty of other exits from the pit room other than
Yeah. So let's go to that door to our left that seems like opposite
Yeah.
of the steel room. And, like, just slink
there
along.
wasn't a door on that side. It was just open, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Question: are you gonna do this with the torch lit?
Do we have a way of relighting it?
We have the tinder.
Oh. Well, do you think this thing is blind? It's moving in the dark perfectly fine, right?
Either means it's got no eyesight or perfectly amazing eyesight.
Yeah, I mean, we could actually. Maybe the torch would stun it. Too bright.
Well,
That
it's
would.
also...
eh.
I feel like we're
I
also,
mean, we
think
could
it's
always
good
put
for
the
us to
torch
just get
out,
information
right?
about what
Yeah.
we're dealing with, though. I feel like we have a big advantage right now. Like, we have this big, and in the worst case that like sees with vision and it sees us and it decides to chase us, like we could, like if it chases us around the pit, we could like there's lots of different ways we could try to go. Like it feels like compared to being seen in that first room we were in, this is one of the best chances we have to get a look at it.
You,
Where like
you
we
know
actually
what,
have
though?
escape options.
Does that benefit us? If it chases
maybe.
us,
I don't
that
know.
seems like
Yeah.
worst case scenario, actually.
Uh,
I vote we can
have
put it
been
out.
seen in the first room.
and I think that we're also like we just heard we were in this room getting water and we heard scraping. I don't think we have time to.
Yeah, you guys better make
I
a
feel
move
like we
on it.
just
It's
kinda
getting
run- I
closer.
feel like we just kind of run out.
Instinct says to hide. I'm gonna put the torch out as we go into the...
Yeah, you can just like put it on the fountain or something.
You probably don't want to do that because then you can't relight it very easily.
Oh, then we
Yeah,
can't
and
relight it.
dry
Okay,
passion.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right.
You could, you can like, I don't know, whoosh it through the air and then maybe pat it out a little.
Yeah,
That's perfectly
do that.
fine.
Would that make noise though? Like, maybe this thing travels by hearing,
Who can say?
not by sight.
Do it.
Do it. Yeah, just do it.
Yeah.
Putting the torch out.
Yeah,
Okay,
Let's
okay.
get into this big room and get on like.
So you guys quickly and quietly make your way back into the pit room, and you can hear scraping from probably 90 degrees around the pit. I guess this is now at your right if you're coming out of this room. But back from the steel door direction. You guys want to head to the left around the
Moving
pit?
towards the fountain room.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna like
Alright,
whisper.
let's go
like,
left.
Let's circle. Yeah, let's actually go. Yeah, let's keep going and see if it like goes into the fountain room or not.
How are you guys getting around in the dark? Are you hugging the wall?
Hug the wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
No pit.
Yeah, no pit. You guys head around to another 90 degrees around the pit, and you can hear it scraping. You can hear this just loud scraping of like, I don't know, flesh or something soft against the stone floor. And it sounds really heavy. It sounds like at least like 2,000 pounds or something. It's like monstrous. But you guys eventually hear it start to make its way towards the area of the fountain room door. And then by that time, you guys are at the entrance, the other entrance that was straight across from the steel door room.
Okay. I would honestly like kind of keep moving past towards the like room across from the fountain room. They keep more distance between the thing.
So going straight across this room?
Yeah, so like I want to like keep like move past that hallway and keep.
So you're gonna go stay in the pit room but move to the opposite side of the fountain.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a door there, right?
The thing I'm concerned about that though is the other door was a dead end. I'm worried this door might be a dead end too, and I won't want to get myself trapped.
Well, I'm gonna keep going. You're whispering. I'm just like I don't want to be near
I
this
mean,
thing.
one of us can just like, Bob, do you just want to like stand outside that door and just like whistle or something if he's like coming around or something?
Yeah, I guess we could do that.
Okay.
Is the door locked?
The door is not
It's not.
locked. Yeah.
Oh, so have we? Okay, I'll let you describe. I don't know what we're gonna be doing.
Okay, so you guys head over to the door opposite of the fountain, and it's a wooden door, and it pushes open, and you can. I guess you can't make out. You can feel across the room, across the next bit of hallway, and feel into that opens up into a room. And Bob is saying outside to keep an eye on whatever's going on out here.
Where's the like where does it sound like the thing is? It still by the fountain?
It sounds like it's heading into the fountain.
Okay, so one thing we could do is you guys can go in, you could close the door, and then you could light the torch with the door closed.
Yeah,
Like that?
Okay.
maybe just
And
like
you're gonna
knock on the
knock.
door. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys close the door, and Bob is still outside keeping watch. And you guys light the torch
Listening.
and listening. Yeah. I guess that makes more sense if you're in the dark,
Yeah.
listening rather than keeping watch. But yeah. So you light up the torch again, and you see in front of you an empty stone floor, except a huge pile of something that looks kind of bone-like, but it's kind of like worn down into nice little pellets. And it's just this huge pile of it, going up to like in the middle of the floor, spanning much of the room, and like maybe in a cone up to maybe 8 feet up to the ceiling. And you can see, these are just kind of like huge. They look pretty dense. They look like they're made of bone, and they look kind of like rounded over, smoothed over.
Is this poop?
Who can say? You gotta find out.
Want to eat some?
Wait, does it smell in the room?
It doesn't really smell in the room.
Well, I think we have to keep going, and I'm gonna just go back towards the door and wait until they're done with whatever.
I
Before you
didn't-
open the door, you should put out the light.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
I
wait
can't
for
really do that.
Eric and
Okay.
I see nothing to do. I'm chilling.
There's like that's it. That's all we see, right?
Yeah.
What if can I like stick my hand in the pile and see if I feel anything?
Yeah. I guess I'm rolling more than I thought. So you kind of feel around in there for like a minute, and you find one thing for sure. You kind of stick your hand in, and as you're searching around a little bit, you can see on the back that there's a place where where all these pellets of some kind have kind of sunken into the wall. You can see a faint outline of darkness around this sunken area. It looks like it might be like a tunnel of some sort. But you don't find anything else after research.
I
Wait,
feel like we're not going to be able to make it through the tunnel in time, and it's like one way out. Doesn't feel like a good idea to even try.
I kind of like secret tunnel.
But, like, what if it's just a dead end? Like, it's not even a tunnel; it's just a hole.
I say go for it. Fuck it. Like, I don't know. It's like kind of hidden. Like the
Yeah.
monstrosity thing. Like sounds big.
I guess we could hide in the pellets. It seems safe enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna like open the door a little bit and whisper to Bob and say, "Hey, there's a tunnel. Come on in."
Okay.
And
I'll
I say
come
we
in.
go for it.
And by now, the thing is like into the fountain and just like far away. You can hear a little bit splashing.
Taking a bath. Yeah, sure. Like, try to clear out a path into the tunnel thing.
Okay, so Bob, are you going in?
Yeah, I'll go in.
Okay, so and you guys want to clear out and go through the tunnel to wherever it goes?
Is it like in the back wall or is it on the floor?
It's like kind of on the back wall.
Okay, sure.
It's just like Braun just kind of noticed it on the back wall after a little bit of paying attention while searching.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys go over to this tunnel and start kind of moving. You want to do this quickly or quietly? I guess I just wanted to
Let's
get this
do
clear.
it. Let's do it quietly because he seems to be busy.
Wait, you quietly because he's busy or quickly because he's busy?
I don't want to like alert him because he's busy and maybe he'll be busy for like a while. So it's like okay for us to take our time on this and not alert him and have to run out and then sort of be back at square one.
Yeah, I agree with quietly.
Okay, so you guys start maybe gently picking up these. As you pick them up, you can very much tell that these are like made of bone, but they're like very densely packed or like compactified almost into kind of misshapen, smooth things. But you start moving them away, and you see a tunnel in the back. It's maybe 3 feet by 3 feet in height versus width. So you're probably gonna have to like get on all fours and crawl through this. And if you hold the torch and you look through, you can see that it opens. You can see like the other side of the similarly shaped exit that kind of opens up into some other room.
Let's
Alright.
do it.
But yeah,
Yeah.
let's
Okay.
scurry on it like the rats we are.
Okay, so you all get down on all fours and kind of scrape your way past these bone pellets and then get through to the other side. And when you get in there, you see you stand up and you take a look around, and you see, for one, an unused torch on the wall. So it's completely unused, and you could light it. You also see a big sarcophagus in the room, and there's something written on it.
I
Oh,
can't
no.
read.
Free either.
Try to read it. I'm
Um,
not great at reading, but I can try.
It wouldn't be hard to read. It's not written in any esoteric language. I just didn't say what it says right away for brevity. But you also
still have
notice that the edges of
torch
the
lit, right?
huh?
The torch is still lit. We didn't put it out.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
That torch is running a bit low, by the way. It's not like it's probably got another like half an hour on it left.
Okay.
Well,
but-
let's take the other torch and
Yeah.
try to light it when it looks like the other one's gonna go out.
Okay. And so the sarcophagus is like basically all black. The edge of the lid looks a bit sharp. So it kind of facing downward. So like where it contacts the bottom plate looks a bit sharp. And if you go up and you read the inscription, you'll see that it says, Shadra Kul, who will not meet her apprentice in this life. There is an exit to the left of you guys.
What did the first part say? So,
Shadra Kul. Some
Chandra, cool. Okay.
yeah. Who will not meet her apprentice in this life. Huh?
Okay.
Try and lift the like how heavy.
Yeah.
It's not. It's like doable. It's not exactly light, but you can lift it with the four of you probably.
There might be
I don't wanna
something
see
like a
that.
weapon
Yeah,
or something
fuck
in
it.
there.
Yeah, open it.
Okay, so you guys grab the edge of the lid, and then you start lifting, and you hear some sort of mechanical sound under the sarcophagus, but nothing
Check
happens.
for traps first.
Like a machine sound? Or...
Like gears in a creek, a mechanical creek.
I want to see. Is the wall with the that has the tunnel in it? Is that still like a small tunnel, or did something change over there?
Nope, it looks exactly the same as before. But as you lift up and you look under to see what's in the sarcophagus, do you want to take the lid completely off? By the way, you could just lift up and look in if you want.
Lift up and looking is a good
Okay.
number.
It's just empty. There's maybe a seam down the middle of it. That's kind of unclear what it is. It just looks like a break in the stone right there, but nothing to see in it.
We take it off and look at that seam. Like just take the lid off. I feel like there might be something going on with the seam.
Okay, you guys down for this?
Yeah.
Okay, so you take the lid off and put it somewhere else, and this seam is definitely a break in the stone, but it's not. Both pieces are still firmly in place. They both just seem like both sides of it are just there, very firmly in place.
Oh, do you think like you put the lid down and the seams open up and then whatever's
I
inside
thought-
just fucking falls?
Yeah. Oh, actually,
Wait, is the sarcophagus like against the wall, like standing up?
No, it's on the floor.
Oh, okay. So there's someone wants to die, you can get yourself locked in. But
might be fun. I don't know. See what happens.
So you're thinking like when the lid is on, something happens inside the sarcophagus?
yeah, I don't know. The machine noise has to come from something, right?
Do we have like a rock we want to put in there and see if something happens to the rock?
Dude, we got no fucking
We have the
time.
bone. Is
I
that
mean,
the-
we're in a tunnel, right? How that thing gonna get through this tunnel? I feel like we're pretty good right now.
yeah, take one of those little bone fragments from the pile, and we can just like toss a few of those into the sarcophagus and close the lid and open the lid and see what happens.
What do people think?
I
It
like
takes
the
too much
lead.
time. Then it's, yeah. Yeah. What are the
I
exits
think we're
like?
pretty
on this?
safe.
So the exits
Oh.
are one to your left.
Okay. We already have that on the map. I see.
Okay.
I really want to see what happens.
How
I'm good to
quickly
like
do
stay
you think we
behind
can
with
do
you.
that?
What'd you say?
How quickly do you think we can do that? Like, put the thing and put the lid back on.
It would be pretty quick.
All right, let's do it.
I think do it.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys grab a bone pellet, put it in the sarcophagus, and then put the lid back on? Is that the order of operations?
Yep.
Okay,
And then we
so yeah, as you lower the lid back on, you hear a mechanical creak, and then you hear a bit of a clatter, and then you hear a soft as something lands, maybe 30 feet below you.
The pit.
Yeah, we can meet our friend maybe.
All right, and we lift the lid back up, and
There's nothing in there; it's empty.
does someone want to die? Like,
I mean, like,
it's so fucked, and like one person gets left behind.
I don't know if it would really make sense to go in there, but I guess now we know.
I think there's some way to keep the.
Yeah, get the monstrosity
lid
thing
going?
into there.
But there has
But
to be
the-
something like the lid is just the force of the lid on top is like doing something. It seems like.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, what happens if we all can we all just stand on the lip of this thing, the lip of the sarcophagus, to see if like our combined weight would like make something happen?
So I guess you would notice that when you pulled off the lid of the sarcophagus, there's a tiny little groove that runs around this edge, and there's a tiny little lip that comes out of the top, the lid of the sarcophagus. So that's not quite going to work.
Okay.
Can we what is the sarcophagus made of? Is it like wood?
No, it's like gold and maybe some metals.
Okay, so we can punch our way through it or something.
No, and you could even it feels like if you guys pressed on it, it feels like it's firm enough to take your weight when it's closed, or when the lid is open, I should say.
Well, I think we should go, unless someone wants to leave.
I'm not about that. That's right.
By the way,
I think we should check out the other door.
two other things I forgot to mention is there are. This isn't relevant right now, but there are. If you guys die, if you go back to your first room and then tie somebody, you can play as them. So you have kind of a respawn mechanic. If
you go back to the first room and what?
the bowl room,
Yeah.
there were the people tied in the bowl.
Okay.
If you untie one of them, you could bring them along and play as them. And there is level ups hidden in the dungeon, more or less. There are milestones and treasures that I've decided to function the same as level ups. That's not to say you should put yourself in the sarcophagus right now. You have no guarantee it's down there, but that reminded me of that aspect of this dungeon.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we might just die if we go down there.
The 30-foot
I think
drop
that
is like a
might be
very
what it
easy way to
reminded
break
him
your
of.
neck.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
Yeah, I'm good to keep moving.
Yeah, let's go through that second exit.
Okay.
I will say though, I'm re-questioning. Did you said that when we left? What was their name? Kina.
Akina.
Yeah.
Did they You said that they made a sound when we left. Was it just set that we left, or was it they were dying?
No, it was. I think what they did was Akina was yelling "fuck" really loudly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all it was.
'Cause, I'm beginning to wonder, maybe they know something. And, I'm beginning to question our decision to ignore them. But, I mean, I don't want to go back out there right now when the thing is right there, so, I mean, I'm just saying that for eventually. But,
Yeah, sure.
I think going through the door right now is best.
Okay, it's actually an open hallway to your left, based on the way you came in
okay.
from the tunnel. But yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay, so you head through, and you head into a kind of crossroads room. So there's an exit to the left and the right, and in front of you. But in front of you is the door. The exit to your right is not really an exit. It's a big crack in the wall where you can feel fresh air flowing in, and it looks just big enough to slide through, but there's no telling where it goes. And so locked door in front of you, crack to the right, and an open hallway to the left. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna try and get through this crack. I don't
Okay.
know, like,
Sorry,
I'm
what was to the
paranoid
left
down here.
again?
Open hallway.
Can you like
Hallway?
see if like is there ground if you were to go through the crack, or is it gonna fall through?
No, there's definitely ground. It's like a crack in the wall that it's like probably like if you suck in your stomach, you can make it through a bit of the ways, but you can feel fresh air flowing in, like a good amount of it. So you could try it. I presume you're gonna go slowly enough that you can always get yourself back out. So there's no real risk.
This feels like the right place to go. Honestly.
Did we try the door to see if it was locked or?
The door
I
had
thought
to
you
be
did
locked.
say it was locked.
It is locked.
Door's
You can
locked?
definitely try that very
Okay.
quickly.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
So
wanna go through, Eric, and just tell us what you see?
Yeah, I'll go through. Yeah, I like
oh,
to-
sorry. The door ahead of you is locked, but is very, very badly damaged. It's very moldy and it's kind of in tatters. So it looks like it could be knocked down, but it looks like it might not be quiet to do so. So FYI. But Eric is going into the crack. So yeah, you kind of turn yourself sideways and you slide into the crack a little bit, and then you go along for maybe I don't know, 10 feet, and it doesn't seem to be getting any narrower. Do you want to keep going?
Yeah, I'll keep going as far as I can.
Sure. So eventually you make it to about 20 feet in. You can't really see anything, but a little further on you can see a little bit of light from the side that you're going towards, and you can hear a voice yelling.
Yeah, I'm gonna. This is like it's pretty far. I'm gonna go back and tell the others that like I'm gonna like kind of squeeze my way like back out.
Yeah,
Tell
sure.
the others like, hey, there's light. I hear some people down the hall or down this crack.
Can you like
This
make
might be
out
the
what
way
they're
out.
saying, or is it really?
I just hear like.
You can hear a lot of indistinct yelling. You maybe heard something that sounds like chicken.
There was a barn, right?
Yeah, there's like a barn.
There's barn smells.
But
Yeah.
yeah, we're moving farther away from that direction.
We're moving
Maybe the
vaguely in the
chickens
same.
escaped.
Like, that's like on our map. That's like south. Both of these places are south-ish. So.
Well, no, the barn was like very far
Yeah.
north-ish.
Yeah. Oh, right. Oh, okay. I see. Oh, that was the vinegar smell. Okay. I'm not gonna... Anyway, I'm gonna tell them that like, I hear some yelling down there. The crack. I see light. It seems like the crack. We can make our way out and find some other people here.
This seems like the right thing to do. It's far away from the people eating thing.
Okay, so you guys all want to. What do you want to do?
I'll lead if they want to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be
Okay.
second with the torch.
Okay.
Well, there's light, right?
There's light at the other end, or further down. It's got to be an end if there's light coming in, probably. But
Okay. Yeah.
so yeah,
Put
you.
out the torch to conserve it.
Probably not while we're in the tunnel. Maybe not. Or
Okay.
when we get towards the end of it, I might try to put it out. If people feel happy with that. Okay. Yeah, so I'll put it out when we get towards the end of this crack.
Okay. So you guys shimmy your way into the crack, and you guys go 15, 20, and then Eric starts to get close to what you can recognize as daylight. But you see up ahead that the crack has kind of is narrowing a lot. So you get as far as you can, but you can see something through the crack, through maybe like an arm-sized hole. You can see an open market. You can see and you can see very close to this exit. You can see a man standing by a stall with a bunch of like tied up chickens. And you can hear him yelling, live chickens for sale, best deal you'll find this side of the river. And he just keeps on going like that.
This is like out. This isn't like a weird underground mark. This is like out.
This looks like it's outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and yell out. So we can't get out, but it's like
Yeah, you could.
wide enough that he could see
This
us.
tunnel's made like a stone.
It's not really a tunnel. It's like a natural. It's like the foundation shifted, and there's a big crack that's just big enough for you to get into.
But it's like 20 feet long, right? So it's like
Yeah.
We're like in
Big
a mountain
crack.
right now. It feels like if we see a market, like on the same like.
It's a bit up from you, I'd say. To your like maybe at a basement. This is like looking out of a basement window, I'd say.
Can we stick our arm through that hole you said there was?
You could, if you want to get that close, and if you want to do that. Eric is closest right now, and I presume you guys are all. You can't really get past each other in this thing crack.
Can you want to like try to wave? Maybe we can get
Yeah, I
that
wanna
guy's
stick the
attention.
we have like a torch, so I'm gonna try and like stick the. If y'all are okay with that, like we have the torch doesn't have that long on it anyway, so like
Yeah.
stick it out the window and like wave it and like yell frantically. And see what he says.
Okay. So you stick your arm with the torch out this hole, and then you wave it, and you start yelling, and you hear the whoever this guy is stop yelling about his chickens, and you hear him walk over to you, and he says, "Hey, buddy, put that away. That could get me in trouble, you know." Who are
You need to
you?
help us. You need to help us. We got locked down here. I don't know how long ago, and there's something coming after us, and it's very smelly down here, and we just want to get out.
God, wait. There's something. What do you mean? There's something after you?
We haven't seen it yet, but it's like it sounds big and it sounds dangerous, and it like eating people earlier, I think.
God, what the fuck? I knew the White Temple was kind of bad, but I didn't think it was this bad.
What the hell is the White Temple? Just get us out of here.
God. Okay. Okay. To be honest, why shouldn't I just tell the guards about this? White Temple is very respected around here. I'm sure I'm sure I could get a good reward for this. So, what do you have?
we're naked
Naked.
and afraid.
We were like kidnapped last night after we partied.
Kidnapped by the White. Okay. Look, if you got anything to trade, I can maybe get you something. No guarantees it'll be fast, but look, I'm just out here trying to sell my chickens. I don't need this kind of shit in my life.
Could I ask if the name Akina means anything to them?
And he says, never heard of him.
But I'm gonna
Wait,
ask.
what about? Does anybody remember what the name of the sarcophagus said? No. Or what was the inscription on the sarcophagus? I just don't remember what. It said.
Something cool.
I don't know.
Something cool will not see his apprentice in this life. Like the person's name starts with an S.
I will buy all of your chickens if you. get me
Yeah,
out
we
of
have
here.
gold
I
in this
can-
we
I
have
can
gold in
get
here.
you-
We can just.
I can get you the money, but like I have friends, I have rich family, but we need to get out of here, please.
Yeah. I'm sure you got friends in high places, buddy. But look,
There's a bunch of gold in here.
Can you hand me the skull so I can just show him the skull? Maybe that like get something across to him that like we're not messing around.
I'll give you the skull if you want it. Fuck.
Yeah, I just want to like show him. I just want to like shove it out the hole, like hand like kind of like underground, like holding the skull, like.
I don't think this person's gonna respond to anything other than bribery. I think we gotta go look for stuff and then come back with stuff to offer.
You could give him the sarcophagus lid, but that like wouldn't allow us to go.
I don't
into
think that would
the-
fit.
We couldn't fit it through the.
Yeah, how big is this?
Oh,
house?
There
yeah.
might
Gonna
be
get
other
us out.
stuff. We might find other stuff, and then we could think like, yeah, let's go bring this back to that guy.
I don't even know if I trust him. Like he says he can get us out. Like it's like kind of like solid stone, and we're like looking up through the ground here. What's he gonna get us
Okay,
out?
let's
Like a shovel?
ask him. Like, if we found something, how could you help us?
he says, "Hey, I'm just offering trades here. I could run across town and get you something to help you, but I'm really not the guy to get you out." if that's your only thing you're looking for. But
Do we want anything? Food, weapons?
We need something to give him in return.
Yeah, I have this
Right, but,
little
like-
dagger. Like, what do you think this little dagger's worth? Okay, I show him the little knife.
and he says,
What's
do you mind if I feel if it's weighted?
I'm not handing
No.
you the dagger unless you tell us what it's worth.
He says, all right, fair enough. But, that's a pretty bad knife. I'm not sure it's worth that much. Maybe I could trade it for, like, I don't know, a little bit of rope or something.
Do you have any sort of like potatoes, anything, any sort of food that we could get in our system here?
Well, I got chickens.
Only chickens? That's it.
I could find you something, really. What you're looking for. How about this? I'll get some food for you guys. I'll get cheapest thing I can find. Maybe some like jerky or something.
It's something to get in our bellies. I mean, we're hungover and we're angry. We're scared.
What would we have
Clearly.
to give you to get 40 feet of rope?
40 feet of rope. Let me think of 40 feet of rope. You have to give up probably something a little bit more valuable than the knife, but I wouldn't say that much more. I don't know. Offer me something. See what
What
see
about
what
the
I think.
breastplate? What about the
Yeah,
breastplate?
check out this neat vintage armor we got. Great for decoration around the home.
And he says, "Good luck getting that through the hole." But
If you get us out, we can give it to you.
I already said I can't really get you out. I'm just
Or if you
I'm
get
just a
us out,
poor
we can give it to you.
chicken salesman. Look, maybe you don't know right now. I understand you're under a lot of stress, but I'll be right here all day selling my wares. So if you come up with something, you can always come back up and offer a deal.
Yeah, okay, sure. I'm gonna start making my way back
Yeah,
to
I
That's
just
what
leave
we
that
do.
in.
Yeah. So I think food would be really valuable, but like 40 feet of rope is about how much
Yeah.
we would need to get to the bottom of the pit, and then maybe we could either go down there or let like Akina get up there. But
Yeah,
I was
he
just
knows
wondering
probably
about
more
rope.
useful.
Yeah,
But we did-
this makes sense.
I mean, food is good too, though. So I don't know which of those things we should value more in case we find.
How
something
hungry are
great.
we? Like, so we're not dehydrated anymore, but
Right. So your stomachs are feeling a bit empty, but they're not growling yet, and you certainly aren't starving yet. You could probably, I mean, I guess you guys IRL know have an idea of how long you can go without food, however uncomfortable it may be.
Yeah. Worst comes to worst, we could always, if we save Akina, then we could just eat Akina.
yeah, we
If
got the knife,
Akina,
I guess.
we can put Akina down the sarcophagus if we save
Yeah.
and see what happens.
Okay. There's
Maybe
still
that's
we
how
could
they fell down there in the first place.
they put the sarcophagus lid back on while they were in there. Seems doubtful. Or maybe somebody else did it. There's still like two more doors, or two more like. There's the breakable door, and then there's another one, right?
Yeah, there's an open hallway.
I say we break the door.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Use the femur.
Wait, before we break the door, though, do we hear anything?
You don't hear any of like the scraping or anything.
Okay. Do you guys want to break the door and I'll use the torch to scout this hallway just to see if it leads to anything?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna bust in the door and then scouting around.
Yeah, well, they're... I mean, imagine busting down the door takes a little bit of time, but I'm just gonna see where this hallway goes and not go any further than that.
Okay. 1 second. Okay, yeah, so with your femur, you kind of start. It's honestly like you can just push down loose boards in the door, and you can just kind of knock them down like dominoes until the door is mostly down. It does clatter a little bit though, but eventually you get the door all the way down, and there's a little bit of hallway that leads into another room. And you want to go in and just take a peek?
Yeah. Nick's going in the other direction, right? Or Brock with the torch. But we have a second torch.
You could light it if you want.
Yeah, let's just.
Yeah.
Bob, you have the second torch, right?
Yeah, I have the second torch. Is Rock too far away at this point to...
I have some tinder, so we can just use the tinder.
Oh,
to
yeah,
light it.
okay, let's just light it, yeah.
Okay. And so are we? So Brock is going into this past the busted down door, and everybody else is going down the other hallway.
No. I was exploring the little hallway a little bit while they were busting that door.
Yeah. So holding your torch and kind of looking down the hallway, you can see a little bit of a reflection of some sort of liquid on the floor. It looks pinkish, and you can maybe see that there's something in the pool. In this pool of liquid.
It's pink?
It's pink.
And does it cover the whole, all the hallway?
No, it's really in the next room, and you can see maybe a little pool of it from this angle, and maybe a corner of another pool from the angle you're at.
And you said there's something in it?
Yeah, there's something submerged in it. It's hard to say what. Maybe it looks vaguely humanoid.
Okay, that's enough for me, and I'm gonna connect up with the group and just tell them about the pink.
Okay. Okay. Wait, you guys hear about what I just described? What do you want to do next?
Going in the breakable room, right?
Yeah.
Going in which room? Or which?
The room that used to have the locked door.
Okay, that you just bust down?
Yeah.
Okay, so hang on. So actually I need to check the map on my end. Okay. Yeah, so you head in, and the whole group is going in? Yeah, so you guys head in, and you can see around you 3 pools of pink liquid. It looks kind of viscous. And you can see in them are 3 naked old guys.
Wait, there's pink liquid in this room as well?
Wait, are you guys not going back? Oh, you had... Wait, are we not exploring the door past where you busted down?
That's where we are now.
That's where, yeah.
Okay. So you guys went in...
After the sarcophagus room, we made a left, right?
Yeah.
And then that brought us to a room that had to the left an open hallway, to the right a breakable wall, and then, or I'm sorry, a wall with a crack in it, and forward locked door that we broke down.
Yeah.
To the left in that room was, I think, where the corridor with the pink liquid was.
Oh. The open hallway did not lead to the pink liquid. It was the
Oh, okay.
it was the door. That was kind of moldy and old.
Oh, okay.
So the door was to the left.
No, the door was straight ahead.
Okay. So I was when I was looking earlier, I was looking down that hallway.
Okay. Let me just tell you what both of these rooms are like, and we'll just roll with the fact that you busted down that door.
Yeah, so the idea was they're busting down door. I was looking down that hallway to see if there was anything of note over there.
Okay, I see.
And we were gonna come back to the pink room.
So pink room is not the one with the crack in it. Are we there? Or do we agree on that?
Where the door is.
Yeah, that's on the other side of the door.
Okay.
So you guys maybe see that as you bust down the door. The other room, you peek down it, and it is it's kind of strange. The ceiling has sunken in a bunch, and to like a very low level, and there's a big wooden pole in the middle going from floor to ceiling. Looks like it's holding up the ceiling. And you can see maybe a mural or some sort of art on the wall. Okay, but right now we're all back in the room with the crack in it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So which of these two rooms do you guys want to go through?
Pink room.
Okay.
So naked guys.
Yep, they're naked old men in these round pools of pink liquid. They have a loincloth on, but they look like they're asleep with their noses and mouth, their whole face really, just out of the water. And you can see them occasionally, they look like they're asleep, but they occasionally like twitch their head, maybe let out a little moan. But you see that one of them has on like a bracer on his wrist with something that looks like a crab, a jeweled crab on it.
Wait, just to be clear, there is no other doors to this room.
There's a door out to the left and out in front of you.
Oh wait, so there's a door to the left and in front of us from this like.
From the pool, yeah.
This thing's valuable. I kind of want to take it off, but I don't want to go through the.
I mean, it's gotta be safe, but like, are we gonna kill these old guys?
What's your name? I don't know. They're asleep. I feel like we could just like kind of slip it off. He's sleeping.
Very gently.
How many old guys are there?
3.
3.
We got a knife and 2 femurs. We could take him.
I'm gonna try and like slip the bracelet off of the one guy that has the valuable bracelet. And
Or
then,
maybe, do you think Bob should do that because he's got more skulker?
I'm a dumbass.
Yeah.
I feel like I can do it.
Eric, also illiterate.
Are you trying to like very gently lift it off of him?
Yeah, you know, like the comedy movies where they're like.
Yeah.
trying to- yeah.
Okay, I guess roll plus skulker. So that's 2d6 plus whatever your skulker is. It's just, you just type in 2d6.
Oh, sorry. There's
Wait,
another
Eric?
box.
Wait, Eric is doing this?
Yeah. 8 plus your skulker, which is
0.
Okay, so as soon as you touch this guy, he starts screaming, both verbally and you can hear it telepathically as well. He is just an incredible amount of noise fills your mind in the room, and the other 2 guys also start screaming as well, just screaming their lungs out. And after a while, after like a second, they stop, and then they start sitting up, and then they start saying blasphemy, blasphemy, and then they start getting up, and they start to approach you and grab you by the arms, by the shoulders.
I'm gonna try
I'm
and
gonna hit-
stab him.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit my guy in the head with the femur.
Oh. You were just straight fucking mugging these people.
I'm just trying to. They didn't have to
Self-defense.
blaspheme me. Yeah.
If he's not hitting me, or are they each grabbing one of us, or how is this working?
So they'll go for the nearest people, which I'm going to say is everybody but Bob.
Okay. Well, the guy grabbing me, I'm like, tell me the fucking way out, and I'm gonna like try to shove him off of me.
Okay, and he's just going to keep saying blasphemy, and then he looks at the pool and he says magenta, blasphemy. But he's going to continue kind of approaching you, almost zombie-like. And he's
Get
going
one
to...
of them in the sarcophagus.
Ooh. What the fuck does that do for us? All right.
I can see he keeps on yelling blasphemy after we put the door on top. But maybe we need to knock him out first.
I'm gonna try and stab my guy
Can
in
I
the
like
chest.
run?
Yeah.
With everyone. Okay, I want to go back and one, just get away from these people, but two, like I want to be listening like near the tunnel to see if there's any kind of movement on what just happened.
Okay. Okay, so you're gonna roll back and listen for a minute. What is everybody else doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna whack my guy in the head with my femur. And try to just like at least disorient him and get him off me.
Okay.
Maybe
Roll,
not actually kill him. 2d6
and then add on whatever modifiers you want. 10. Ooh.
plus 3.
Plus 3. You knock him hard
Should I
enough
kill
to.
him?
You knock him hard enough to kill him or knock him out.
I was going for the knockout, but I don't
You
know.
can go for the knockout if you want.
Okay, yeah, I'm going for the knockout.
And he kind of crumples onto the floor. Bob, you don't hear any sort of scraping in the hallway. It just sounds you're quiet except for the yelling of blasphemy behind you. All right, Eric and Brock.
I'm gonna,
Oh, sure. What?
I'm just gonna do nothing.
Okay.
Let's just camp out there.
Okay.
I'm,
Eric and Brock?
Stab this guy in the chest. Yeah.
Okay.
Looking at-
Ooh.
Oh, plus 4.
Plus 4. Okay, so an 11. You give him a good knife under the ribs, but he doesn't go down quite yet. But you can feel that you hit something. You maybe punctured a lung. And Brock?
If that guy's coming back towards me and people are whacking, I'm gonna whack this guy
Okay.
away.
So, I guess, yeah, 2d6 plus brute plus weapon.
Oh, okay. I guess I had 14 then, but it wouldn't make a difference.
Yeah.
So is the weapon, is it +1?
It's plus 1 for the weapon.
Okay.
7.
So 8.
Wait, yeah, okay. Write it down.
Yeah, keep doing combat. I'll be right back.
Okay. That's a highlighter. Let me switch back to the pencil.
I'm also gonna get a snack really fast.
Okay.
Roll 2d6.
Okay, and we'll continue when they get back.
I'm here.
Okay. Oh, do you just want to eat with your camera off?
I'm gonna do exactly that.
Gotcha.
So is he hurting?
Hmm? Oh, these guys have a DS of 6, so you did 1 damage to him.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Okay, so you guys get into your scuffles with these old men, and while you're doing so, you see you see a woman come out of a room to your left, and
Is she old and naked? Loincloth?
she is loinclothed, I'll say. And she, the most interesting thing about her is that she has a third eye on her forehead and 2 lobster claws for hands.
Oh boy.
And she comes in and yells, she says, "Stop this at once. The White Temple will have your heads if you do."
I just want to leave.
And she says, "You won't be leaving anytime soon."
I'm gonna club the guy again.
Hey, can I stab him again?
Oh yeah, keep on your kerfuffles.
Have my head. I want to just fucking get out of here.
Oh boy.
Can't leave. You're gonna have my head. No good.
Let me see. So yeah, the priests all go down at this point, and she says, "Okay, I know how I want to run this." And she says, "You have disrespected the temple for the last time," and she starts to raise her lobster claws, and you see a wave of magical energy shove out from her lobster claws.
Oh, God.
What does her difficulty look like?
So the way I'm going to run this spell is that it's a DS that if you miss, you take damage, but if you succeed, you don't take any damage. So it's a.
I guess the question I was asking was like when she came in, how like what did her like?
She's
look difficult.
She's a 10.
Oh, that's much worse than these old guys.
Yeah.
She's a 10, don't you know?
But fuck it. We committed. Let's go. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it.
Okay.
Alright,
Who's gonna? Okay, so she's gonna launch the spell, you guys. So roll. I guess plus brute, maybe plus erudite if you. This isn't like. I'd say just plus brute to resist this magical energy.
Am I a part of this? Am I even aware of what's going on?
You can hear this next voice.
Oh damn.
No.
So Brock is gonna take 1 damage, and everybody else passes. And she kind of looks back, and she starts to take a step back after you guys resisted this magic.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm charging her.
Okay. Who wants to take lead on this?
Take lead. I have the knife and brewed it up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll back you up.
And I'll be the caboose.
I get +1 from each of them.
Yeah.
I had 4 base, so +6.
Damn.
Bro.
No, wait,
So-
and do we also swing now?
No, you add +1 to his rolls.
Oh, okay, and that's okay. I see.
So she's a 10, and so if you did 1 damage to her, she's gonna say. She's gonna say, "Slow down there," and then she's going to wait for lobster claw again, and roll plus erudite.
Oh no.
Oh wait, just for Jake.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
11. Yeah, an 11. Okay, and you feel a wave of a rush of thoughts and emotions kind of run through your head, but it clears out in a second. You are level-headed, and she starts to take another step back as she sees you resist more of her magic. You want to go after her again? All right, let's.
It feels like we're better off. I'm not gonna be caboose. I'm gonna just try to hit her.
So if you want to attack and if you want to attack her and Jake is also attacking her, he's taking lead and you have to add +1.
Oh, only one person can actually engage an enemy at a time.
Basically.
Oh, okay.
It's basically just like everybody's fighting on one side or the other, and you just all add up your bonuses to either side.
Okay, so are they both backing me up?
Yeah.
So, 14 minus science 5. So she's going to, she's going to start, she takes a serious knife wound to the chest, and she's going to start backing up and start to try to move the other way.
Surrender, or your life will be forfeit. Did she say anything back?
And she just kind of looks at you wild-eyed and says, and she says, all right, and she gets down on her knees and holds up her lobster claws, and she says, you guys are stronger than most of the sacrifices here.
How do we get out?
Yeah,
So,
who gives a shit? Let us out.
What are we being sacrificed for?
Out. I don't even know that. Didn't you see it? The thing that, I guess didn't eat you?
Why is
You
it
only
trying to
heard
eat
it.
us?
We heard it. Very close.
The lamb is always hungry. I'm surprised you made it out.
How come it hasn't eaten you?
I am revered among the White Temple. It knows me, and I can work with it.
Is it because you have a
Sarcophagus.
loincloth on?
We need to get ourselves a loincloth.
What did Jake say?
Can we put her in the sarcophagus and like haul her back and see and just throw her down the hole? She's alive.
You fuckers!
I'm sorry. Was there a question for her to answer?
Yeah, I'll ask her like, what's down the sarcophagus? We passed the sarcophagus. What's down the hole?
She says, I know nothing of any sarcophagus. I've lived in this room for a very long time now.
We'll soon know about the sarcophagus.
Did you know there's a guy selling chickens outside?
Chicken. No.
He was a jerk, so I wanted to rat him out.
Okay, yeah, should we drag her to the sarcophagus? See, drop her down the hole? I think it'd be kind of funny.
I don't really. Do you?
Okay.
I guess we could
are
yell
there any
down
other
to
people
Bob.
with claws?
Hmm?
Are there any other people with claws or?
No. There was a guy with the crab bracelet.
No, I'm asking her. Like,
Oh,
are there
oh.
other people like you?
There are many favored among my god, but very few of them are here in this temple.
Is there any point to like letting her go?
She might bring back
Yeah.
allies.
Yeah. Well, yeah. She might bring back that fucking monster.
Yeah.
Like. I'm asking her. Is there any reason for us to let you go?
She says, we could search together for a way out.
How do we know that you're not going to like call your lamb onto us?
And she says, you have no guarantee of that. But you also have no guarantee of making it out otherwise.
What do you guys think? I think we should just club her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't trust her. I think we can take her out. Maybe let's just go for the knockout. Let's not actually like. And then.
I'm not being like secretive about this. Does she have any objections?
She's staying mostly silent. She seems a little bit. She doesn't want to plead for her life, I guess.
Oh, should we call Bob?
Yeah, Bob, get in here.
We got ourselves a live one.
Okay, I'll come in.
But is Eric in the club?
Yeah.
Okay. Unconscious or dead?
Tried to kill us with magic twice. Let's kill her.
Okay. You club her
I
until
already
she
did.
dies.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I already did that. Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah. So, I guess. So yeah, you guys just killed 4 people.
Well, I knocked my guy out. He's still breathing.
That's
down
true.
there.
That's true. The so geography. This room that she was backing into is a dead end, but the pink pool room had another exit out to opposite of the way you came in, opposite the locked door.
First, I'm gonna grab the crab bracelet
Okay.
on the guy who's like, probably I think he's dead now.
Yeah. You guys all level up.
I don't know what that means.
So let's check the rules. You add 1 to your to any of your ability scores, and you raise either your HP, your max HP, or your inventory by 1.
HP. So like, because I was down 1 HP, do I gain that HP?
You only gain your max HP to go up.
Oh, so
So
What's that?
you'll
Like a
stay
10
at
out of
9,
11?
but it's 9 out of 11.
and then everyone else is a 10 out of 11.
Yeah. Wait.
Okay.
No, you guys can have free HP. I'm fine with that. Because the 10 out of 11 also doesn't make sense. Yeah, sure. Free HP for everybody if you choose to go HP over inventory.
So you'd be a 10, or
Yeah.
Nick would be a 10 out of 11.
Yeah.
So that the room she came from was just an empty room.
No, it had more pools of liquid in it. That pink pool, it had a yellow pool, some white milky pool, and a black pool.
I'm gonna stick my foot into the white milky pool.
It burns intensely. Make a roll plus brute.
2d6 plus 2.
Okay. You take 1 more damage.
9/11 guys. We did it. Fucking Christ.
Can I, I'm gonna grab a loincloth.
Sure, go for it.
Feeling very,
Expose.
yeah, insecure.
There's a loincloth for everyone, so yeah, I'll put one on too.
Does that takes up an inventory?
I'll say not.
Okay.
Am I better protected now?
Not really.
Damn. Okay.
Okay, and I'm choosing to do the HP instead of the inventory.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Um,
yes, it-
I'm doing HP.
Does anyone want to stick their foot in one of these other pools?
I'll do it.
I'll go
Yeah,
for-
why not?
okay.
Which
do you
one?
want to do?
Actually, maybe I don't. No, I just killed like 2 people. So I
I'm
think
gonna do the
sure.
pink one.
Okay. It feels very surprisingly cool and I don't know, clean. But Nothing happens as you touch it.
I'm gonna stick my foot into the black pool now.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. I'll try the yellow one now.
Okay, so when you stick your foot into the yellow pool, it starts to shine like bright daylight from the pool. And it lasts about 90 seconds, and then it goes out.
I'm gonna take another step into the pool.
Nothing happens.
Just clarification. Which room are these pools in?
These are off to one side of the pink pool room.
Yeah, that's where the correct woman came from.
It's where the woman came from.
Yeah. And I told you guys that there are 3 entrance exits out of the pink pool room.
Yeah, I'm gonna dip my whole body into that yellow pool. If nothing weird happens to my feet.
Nope.
And then I'll come back. And you want to explore that room where the naked guys were?
Yeah. Like one more room that we need to see.
Okay. So you guys are back in the pink pool room. Other than a little bit of debris, there's really not much in here other than these pink pools.
More pink pools.
More? These are where the old men were.
Oh no, there was a room off from that we haven't explored yet.
Yeah, that was where the yellow pool and the milky pool and the black pool was.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I thought that's where the crab woman came from.
Yes.
And then there was another
There's
room.
only
Oh, so you want to go
Straight ahead.
straight ahead from where you came in, where you originally
Yes.
came in. Okay, so the door has 2 iron spikes that kind of go crossways across the double doors going this way, and they don't look like they're kind of locked in place. They're kind of dog bone shaped with a little bracket in the middle. So you might have to break this. So you might have to break this down or do something clever. Otherwise.
Can I like take the crab bracelet and wave it around the door and see if anything magical happens?
Sure. Nothing
Nothing
happens.
magical. Okay.
You think we should try to trade the crab bracelet for food or rope or something?
I was thinking about that, but I'm also like, this place seems magical, so maybe it actually does have some use.
Yeah, did that crab woman have anything on her?
No. Just like lobster claw hands.
Can I like try to stick the femur bone I have and like pull on the door? thing?
Yeah, you can pull on like the iron spikes in the door. Is that what
Yeah.
you're asking?
Yeah, essentially without touching them, but like sticking the bone underneath or something like this.
Sure. It nothing strange happens. It's just kind of you can feel it resist a little bit.
Am I strong enough to make the door move?
Not maybe get these iron spikes out of the door. But the door is a little old. You could take a while and try to take out the various planks of the door.
Fucking Christ. Oh, so like, what do you all want to do? Like, I feel like I want to collapse that room that looks like it could like fall apart.
We're like not that far from the surface.
That's what I want to do too. I think that if we had like a skull, maybe we could like try to throw that at like the wooden pole in the middle of the room.
We could burn the pole. And
Oh, we could burn the pole,
that gives us enough time to get out.
hopefully.
Reasonable.
If you traded that bracelet for like rope, we could like tie the rope to it and like pull the pull out, type of thing. You want to do that, or should we break down this door? Because like for sure, these people, if they came down here, had to come from that pole room, right?
Like from above.
No, like where from the temple could they have come from? They had to come from that pool room because they didn't travel through
Yeah.
the poopy bones.
Yeah.
Pellets. Unless, yeah, doesn't seem like there's like a secret entrance or anything like that in this room.
I just want to try to light that pole on fire because it's made of wood.
Okay. Let's go for it.
Okay, so you guys head over to the. So, yeah, you head back into the room with the crack in it, and then you go. Is that north for you guys, or like up on your map?
Up, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's the same as mine, so that'll make things convenient. As you head back into the room with the crack, and then you head up to the other room, you can see the sagging roof, and there's a wooden pole holding up. Looks like it's holding up the ceiling, really. And there's also a mural on the side of the wall. It's of like some weird, like combination of poles, like bars and beads, kind of like an abacus. And there's some like figure in there with like a weird shaped head, like moving stuff around on the wall. But it's just a piece of artwork as far as you can tell.
There's no abacus in this room, right?
No, you haven't seen an abacus in this room or anywhere else so far.
Okay.
Do you guys want to light it and run?
Yeah. Are there doors in this room as well?
Yes, so there is an exit out the other side.
Okay.
So you would be blocking off whatever's over there.
Hmm.
I think that's a good choice.
You want to check out the exit?
Yeah, while you're lighting it, I'll take a look down that past it.
Wait,
I don't know if we should do that at the same
Yeah.
time.
I don't want to trap you on the other side.
Well, it's not gonna burn fast, right?
It would take a little while to learn to burn and then lose some structural integrity.
Yeah. So
So you'd maybe have like a minute or two.
yeah. So I'll
Yeah,
take
but
a
like
peek.
if we like take a peek and we find like, oh, there's something valuable there, but maybe we'd get stuck there, but we still want time. Like, it still seems to me like a bad idea to do that at the same time. Just to-
Yeah, I say we don't light first. Check first and then
It's like-
decide to light.
Yeah, like what if there's like, yeah, what if there's something that like might like a task that would take us like 2 minutes to complete, and then we can get like a bunch of gold or something that we can trade with the one guy or whatever. Like, but then it's a dead end. So like, it's not like you could say, oh yes, we do want to go this way. It's also not like you could just see quickly and leave.
I mean, we're essentially like locking off this part of the building, hopefully. But let's take a peek. What's over here?
Okay, you see a square room with two other exits. One of them doored, one of them open. And you see a crab, a mural of a crab. There's also like a rat scurrying around in here. And there's the exit out, I guess, to the west, and there's a locked door to the east.
Oh, this man.
You can see a lock on it.
Oh, fucked. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a door to the west and a door to the east.
Yeah.
Our scales kind of messed up with those.
Yeah. Okay. And there's just a rat and a mural. Okay.
It's a crab on the mural.
It's a crab in a woman's lap.
Hmm.
Can I wave my crab bracelet around again and see what happens? Or touch it?
Nothing happens. Yeah. Just
Can I
an
push
just an
open
ordinary
the door
door.
on the left.
The door
Yeah, on the.
on the east.
Oh, is it just open on the left?
It's just open on the left.
I'd like.
And if
Yeah.
you head over there, you can see that this is the last entrance to the pit room. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But the door to the east is locked. It's let me see. Yeah, locked wooden door to the east.
Is the mural like? Is it painted on the wall or is it something hung on the wall?
It is painted right onto the wall.
Oh, okay.
It's like kind of old, so like you can barely make out that it's a crab.
Can I like feel around on the mural for any like buttons or anything or like loose pieces?
Sure, that's a good idea, but you don't feel anything here.
Okay. Hmm.
I mean, if this thing like connects up to everything, like just go.
We
and
have a
see
way
what's going on.
back.
I think
When we went back and we saw the pit room again, because like the last place we heard the thing was in the fountain room, right? So like when we were by the pit room, did we hear anything?
Maybe the faint sounds of splashing.
It's still splashing.
Take it
Play the
back.
party.
Okay. So like if we like collapse this room, the thing sounds like it's way too big to get through this pellet thing, but we would be essentially cornered over here. So do we
Yeah, well,
want
we
to?
could go back through the pellet thing.
Yeah. Let's burn the pillar
mean-
room.
Yeah, I feel like it almost creates a safe spot for us because like it can't go through the pellet thing. We can, and then we'd break the way that it could maybe go through.
Yeah.
What if we lure it into the room
Yeah,
right before it
actually, I was just
collapses?
thinking that.
Yeah,
We
it
could-
seems like it's just a bad idea in case this goes wrong.
But then we can like go through the tunnel on the other side.
Yeah, but like I think the idea is if this room collapses, there's hopefully something above it that we would be able to like get to, unless we're like just trapped.
It seems like we
think
can't be trapped either way as long as we can still get through the pellet room.
Yeah, I think we just burn this pillar and see how this goes.
What do you think, Jake?
Yeah, I think just burning it is fine. Right, I mean, we need to make some progress. I think, yeah.
Okay, do we want to do it?
Yeah, I'm good to burn it.
Okay, so you guys go back and I guess who has this? Who wants to do the burning?
I could do it.
Okay,
One
Did
of the
your
torches,
torch?
so-
Did the other torch go up by now?
it's almost out.
I'll take it and I'll like its last duty will be like burning this.
Okay.
I'll just like
So,
need
do we
that
want to
net-
burn it? Which side do we want to burn it from? I guess we can just move to the other side. Isn't it?
whatever looks like the driest part.
Or like
No.
which? Where? Are
North
we?
or south,
like,
yeah.
Which side do we want to be on when it burns?
South side.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to catch the pillar on fire in a couple of places. And once it starts catching, I'll leave the torch at the bottom of the pillar or something like this.
Okay. So you hold the torch up to it, and it takes a minute, but it lights. It's still a bit. It's maybe the tiniest bit damp, and you light it somewhere else, and then you drop it at the base, and you haul ass out of the room. And after a minute, you can see it start to catch, and then it starts burning, and then you can hear cracking of the wood, and then it gives way, and like almost immediately, stones start falling from the ceiling right around the middle, and then more of it starts going, and then eventually there's just a huge fall of earth right in front of you, of earth and stone. That just completely fills the chamber in front of you, sending up a huge huge dust cloud in your direction. And
Who's the new torch, by the way?
I think Bob.
I have the other torch. Yeah.
Okay.
And I think it's lit.
It's just that I think we still have the flame from the timber that we can
Yeah.
I
okay,
think we lit it a little while ago.
and you guys are enshrouded in dust for a moment, and but after a moment you hear rocks stop clattering, and everything seems to have settled, and there's still a bit of dust floating in the air, but you can see that basically, you are now faced with a wall of rubble where the room used to be. But
Nothing above it.
not that you can really see.
Do we try to dig our way in and like see if we can get on top of something? Like,
What if
You
you
know
look
what I
up?
mean.
Is there like
So it's like there's maybe a little bit of gap at the top of this end of the hallway, but it's not a whole lot. I guess as a reminder, you still have places you haven't explored in the dungeon, in this level of the
there's the
dungeon,
vinegar spot and the barn spot?
in this
I think
like
one
locked
other.
door?
and the locked door that was by the crab. There's also one by the pink pool room. Did you guys have that on the map?
Oh, do you think we should like try to break down that locked door before trying to climb up this like, or climb into this?
Yeah, let's
I think
let's
we
see if
should-
we can break down the wall.
We have a lot of paths. I think before we try to like bust down doors, like why don't just check paths that like aren't locked in any way?
Well, that would
maybe
require us to go
they're
back to the
fine.
pit room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go to pit room.
Guess there's also the pit itself to explore. If we could, I bet we could
Yeah.
probably trade that bracelet for rope and we can go down to the pit and see if
Going
we can
down
do
doesn't
anything.
seem like the way out.
Right, but like maybe we'll find something down there, and maybe the person down there will have some kind of information. Like
I mean, we could
Maybe
take
they
him
know
too.
a way
Like
out.
we took the crab lady.
If
Could
he's
take-
asking me
you
for
know.
help, then he's not gonna be helpful to me.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
I mean
He just got here.
maybe they know a way out, but they just got trapped in the pit. Like we don't know.
No, if he got himself trapped, I don't think he's gonna. I could.
Maybe the process of getting himself trapped was how he found out a way out. I don't know. It's possible. Or at the very least, they might know something of value. Like maybe not, if not a way out. Like, what is this thing that we're dealing with, or anything.
I don't know.
I still think there might be some value.
I'm hoping that we are now like secluded, blocked off from the like lamb. I think we either like see like I think we either try to break down that locked door with the iron spikes or whatever, or I think like this room maybe had something above it. We can like try to climb into it and see if we can get to like a higher room. If that's realistic. But I don't want to go back next to that fucking thing.
No.
I probably it doesn't look like there's much above this room, like much of a way to get through. It really does look like a bunch of rubble above. You could dig at it, but it might take a long time. Just as a general thought.
Got
So,
all
like,
day.
As if there wasn't like a room above it. It was just like underground.
Yeah. It wasn't just like the elements of the ceiling collapsed. It's like a whole mountain, not a whole mountain, but like a huge pile of rubble descended into that room.
I'm gonna grab like a moderately large size rock
Okay.
just to keep on me in case.
Does it look like there's daylight coming from where? Or
No.
any sort of light? No. Oh. Okay. This didn't yield anything.
Just realizing we could have collapsed this on the monster. Just realized.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
It's like
it
it was like, how fast does this thing fucking move?
It's true, yeah.
Yeah, I want to take a rock too, actually.
Sure.
So let's go break down this door.
We'll get
Yeah,
this
I'm
done.
on the break down the door side.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Pink
I
pool
think that
door?
eventually we're just
Yeah,
gonna run out
The
of.
pool door.
We eventually might run out of options on this side though, and then I think we can go back through the tunnel. But
Yeah.
But
I
let's
I guess we
exhaust
could
them
just
over
stay on
here.
this side until we exhaust everything on this side. Sure.
You know what? You know what, Bob? I think like you keep talking about the pit. It's like 40 feet deep, right? And the sarcophagus has like a 30-foot drop. I bet those are connected somehow.
I think so, too.
Yeah. It's
I
like
think a little
I guess it is
bit of
doable if we get the rope, and but I don't know if it's worth it.
We have 2 ways of
Let's
going
try
down.
that door first, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys want to bust down the door by the pink pool room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys head in there and femur, rock, and shoulder against the door until it comes down. Is that the
Yeah.
MO? Yeah. Okay, so after probably, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes of doing this, maybe not quite, maybe 10 minutes, 7 to 10 minutes of doing this, boards start to break loose and you're able to kind of tear them out. And eventually you kind of get the door down to where you have a good enough size hole to go through. You can see a set of stairs going up ahead of you.
Heading up.
Heading up.
Ooh, that's good.
You guys want to climb through and go up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Going up seems like a good
Yeah,
thing.
I think up.
Okay. Okay, so you guys head up the stairs, and you come to a set of heavy iron doors with a heavy bar and iron chains. You can hear maybe a little bit of voices on the other side. And I've got a little bit more information for you. Yeah, so there's a heavy bar and chains on this door, and you can hear a little bit of chatter on the other side. Sounds vaguely humanish.
Can we,
It's probably more temple people.
We knock. See if that'll open.
but the door's like definitely locked.
It's got a bar. It's not like locked, key and locked. It's got a bar across it instead of heavy iron chains kind of going around some of the handles. They look
On our
loose.
side.
Huh? On
On
your
our
side, yes.
We should have asked for the lady's name, and then we could have tried to impersonate her, or like somebody's name.
Well, it's locked on
She's
our
dead.
side. That's like the weird thing, right?
It's locked. Yeah.
Like the chains were put on this side and not their side.
Yeah, the chains also do look a little bit loose but secure, so that if you were to get the bar off, you could open the doors a little bit. Maybe not all the way, but probably enough to get through.
I'd say we tried to do that. Try to like take a peek through. Or
Yeah,
do you
let's
think
look
we
at the
should wait
bar.
until the voices go? Like if the people leave or something like this?
Yeah, but if they hear us like making a racket, then like they might just come and open the door for us anyway.
Or they'll
Try
use
to
magic
open it.
on us and like try to attack us while the door's closed and we can't go.
Yeah. It's,
And then we could run.
Yeah. Maybe we can just wait for like a few minutes, 5 minutes maybe.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay, so you guys just want to sit back and wait for the voices to go past?
Yeah.
That was fun.
Okay. You guys sit back and wait for the voices to pass, but you hear like kind of pitched voices and a little bit of laughter actually. And then eventually you hear somebody kind of go up to the door and do like you hear a hit on the door as if hit by somebody, and you hear a very loud voice yell, "But sir, I see your finest brandy on the top shelf. Are you saving it all for yourself?" And then you hear a bunch of laughter, and then the voices kind of recede a little bit and eventually fade.
Is this the bar where we got kidnapped?
do we recognize this place?
Nope.
Is this something for the no?
Okay, I say we.
Do they have
like,
good brandy
go
at the
for it.
bar?
You don't really remember.
Let's get rid of the bar, or the steel bar on this.
Okay. So it'll probably take all of you to lift it. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so
maybe try to be quiet about it.
sure.
They're drunk, who cares?
Um, so you guys all get together and you lift up the bar, and as quietly as you can, lower it down to the step that you're on. Maybe not that you're on, but that's in front of you. And the doors are a little bit loose, so they kind of start to swing open a little bit. Just kind of loosely, just kind of like they're now able to move, and they open up, an inch. You guys want to open up and go through?
Can we do that before taking the chains off?
The chains are like through the handles in a way that they won't like come off without some like heavy machinery, heavy tools.
I thought like, we could just like unknot them or something like this.
No, it's like a solid loop that's gone through several times.
Oh, okay. But we can get through the door without taking those off.
Yes.
Oh, let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So
Everybody got their loincloths on?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So you guys head through, and you see. Let me check something. Okay, so you guys head through, and you head into a small room with 3 other exits, north, east, and south. And there's a lot to say in this room, but you definitely see 2 figures kind of ambling down the hallway opposite you. Just heading down the hallway. In this room, there's a door to the north. There's a door to the south with something carved into it. And there's the hallway opposite you to the east. You can see a tiny green mushroom in the southwest corner, where like the stone has been removed and there's a little bit of dirt sitting there. There are also 3 holes in the wall here, like on the south wall, opposite, like on either side of the entrance there, on either side of the door there. So lot in this room. Let me know if you need a review.
So there's a mushroom in the southwest corner.
Yep.
Door with a carving in the south one.
Yep.
The north door was just a door. Did you say anything about it, or?
It's just a door.
Okay, and then there were people in the room.
There are people heading down the hallway opposite you.
Are they're heading away from us?
Yeah.
Is this room lit?
I do not believe so.
So, our
I guess
torches this time.
Hmm?
Are they carrying a torch as well?
No.
They're just walking
Just
around
here in the dark.
Yeah. They're kind of far away. It's hard to make out who or like what they're like.
Okay. Is there brandy in this room?
Brandy?
Yeah.
Not a drop.
Oh. Is there some weird magic stuff going on, or at least they're like trying to mess with us?
Or they drank all of it?
Or they were just
All
telling a
the
joke.
top shelf brandy.
Could have just been a joke, though. I mean, a lot of people laughed. It might have been a story that wasn't actually taking place in that.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, there were other people that we heard originally. Besides 2.
Not really. It sounded like just the 2 people
Oh, okay.
that are presumably down the hallway from you.
Okay.
You could try to throw a rock at them and get their attention.
I'm good.
You don't want to
Or
do
we
it.
could try to, or we could try to follow them silently. Maybe put out our torch and follow them.
I've invested in some skulking, so that sounds fun.
I don't know. I feel like I want to explore these rooms and see. I mean, they could be going out, but
How big is this mushroom?
It's kind of sizable. maybe like halfway up your shin.
Does it have a
What's this?
smell or anything?
It is no smell, but it is bright green.
Should we break
Like,
it open
get
and
the
see if
knife.
it's
Yeah,
blue?
can I like slice it a little bit? Well, yeah. See?
Sure.
Slice it with a knife a little bit, like just enough to like open the skin, like not very deep.
Yeah, sure. Give me a second.
I don't know, Eric. This seems bad. These guys like their mushroom. They haven't. They've left it around alone.
Yeah, you slice into it and a little bit of goo or something comes out, but nothing else seems abnormal about it.
Just gonna like touch the goo a little bit with my finger.
Mm-hmm.
Anything happen?
Not by touching.
My character is really stupid, so I think I'm gonna like get some on my finger and look and see what happens.
Okay, you feel it tingles on your tongue a lot, and your vision goes hazy for a second, but it clears up.
Hey guys, don't touch that mushroom. I don't know, something weird's happening with that. You know, it's gonna mess me up for a second.
I'm gonna try to push open the carved doors.
Yeah, yeah, do something productive.
Yeah.
Which ones? The ones to the north?
Carved one.
Oh, the carved ones? Yeah, so the carved ones, it says, you can read the carving at this point, it says asshole storage.
I'm gonna open it up slowly.
Smells like asshole.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Jake, is that you who's been writing on the screen?
No, it's I am writing with a pen. Someone else
Oh,
is
I was
typing.
like quite impressed by how
Yeah, with the
well written.
I wish at some point over break I had to sign some sort of like document or whatever with my mouse, and I'm like, oh, this is like horrible. I hate this. I hope the school just lets us keep the drawing pads for it. I think they just forgot at this point. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say anything.
You just have drawing pads?
Yeah, they bought XP pens for us because we were teaching online. But they were also probably like $30 from like Amazon or something like that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I don't think they really want them back because it's like, what in the world would they ever do with all?
Yeah.
They told me I had to give it back though.
But they haven't asked for it back, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, you're just gonna push open the door to the south?
Slowly, as long as there's nothing, no noises or anything coming from it, I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah, so you don't hear anything. And as you push it open, you see another sarcophagus sitting in the middle of the room. This room has an interesting tile pattern going from floor to ceiling. It's like a quarter moon, or sorry, a 3/4 moon, just like on each tile going up to the top. And there's an exit. There's an exit to the left out of here, so to the east.
Can I try like touching the moons?
Sure. Where do you want to go?
Let's start from least quarter to most quarter.
Say again.
So wait, you said? Could you explain the?
So you went south into this room, and there are 3/4 moons all over the tiles here. And there's an exit to the east.
All the tiles look the exact same.
Yes.
Oh.
And the sarcophagus, does it look like the other one?
More or less, probably a little less ornate, but it doesn't seem to have like the lip on it that the other one did. It kind of looks just like a flat on flat lid.
Does it have any
Try to
text
open
or
this
anything
one?
like this?
No text on it. Nicholas?
I was asking, do we want to try to open the lid? I mean, we had other things to resolve first, so maybe we should handle those things first.
Yeah, about like touching the moon, I'm just gonna touch wherever I am,
Okay.
just like near the entrance.
Near the entrance, you touch around, and some of them kind of budge, but no response. They budge like a millimeter or something.
Wait, the tiles kind of give?
A little bit.
Dispose poorly. You don't-
Like, are these tiles on the ground or are they on the wall?
All over. Floor, wall, ceiling.
Oh, okay. Hmm. I'm gonna take my rock and like roll it on the ground to see if any traps set off. Are we like in the room already, or are we looking in?
You guys tell me.
No,
I'm gonna say- Oh, okay.
If I took a step in and I noticed the tile felt like a give, I would have taken a step back. Like,
Okay. Sure,
I'm gonna,
and
like roll a rock on and see if anything happens.
you see a bubble as it rolls across these tiles, but nothing really happens. Nothing happens.
I'll walk in.
I'll walk in.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right.
Yeah, you guys walk in, and there's an exit to the east, but nothing else happens. Big sarcophagus in the middle of the room.
Let's open
Want
it.
to try to look at
Open
the
it. See if the
sarcophagus?
same thing. Yeah. see if
Yeah,
something-
let's open it.
So you guys.
I'm also gonna grab my rock too.
Okay. Sounds good. You guys take the lid off. You want to put it off to the side?
Yeah.
Or you want to just look in? Okay. You can see there are a collection of arms wrapped in like mummy wrappings. There's just a big,
arm.
just the arms, just sitting in here, kind of scattered about.
Like
Oh.
more than 2 arms?
Yeah, it looks like it's about 7 or so.
Let's close that.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, also, if we haven't, can we close those steel doors that we came through?
Sure, you're not gonna be able to get the bar back on them from this side.
No, that's fine. Just
Okay.
want to make it look like it's closed.
Sure. Yeah, you guys can go back and do that. And then where do you want to do next?
Do we keep going, or do you want to see what's on the north side?
I'm curious
I
where
feel
those
like we've been
people were
going
going.
pretty depth first so far.
Also, I'm a little conscious of time, so if you guys want to quit anytime soon, just let me know.
I got at least around 30 or more minutes.
Okay.
Where are the assholes?
Yeah.
The real question.
So
Where's
I'd say
the
we,
asshole?
we let's explore asshole storage.
You need to find those assholes.
Yeah. So let's go to the east.
Okay, so you're heading to the east, and there is a different pattern of tiles here with quarter moons on them. Or sorry, waning gibbous moons on them. And you see there are 2 exits out of here and a sarcophagus in the middle of the room. Another sarcophagus. So
The other exit. Is it like along?
it is south and east. But the south exit is blocked by a big portcullis, a big gate that has come down through the ceiling to block the whole thing. Then there is no obvious lever or switch for it. You can also hear something in here. You can hear heavy boot steps kind of echoing from other rooms. And you can hear a little bit of humming or voice.
So wait, there's a door, but there's a portcullis before it.
There is an open hallway and a portcullis through it,
Oh, okay.
and it's currently closed.
And does the humming feel like it's coming from there?
It's echoing around a lot. It could be coming from either direction.
But
It
the
sounds
other
pretty
one
far
is
away.
door.
Yeah, the other one is, I believe it's actually an open hallway. Sorry. An open hallway.
Okay.
And still a big sarcophagus in the middle of the room.
Any text on it, or does it feel any more special?
It looks like the last one. It looks almost exactly the same.
Do you think there's legs in this one?
Let's find out.
Okay. So you guys lift up the lid, put it off to the side, and then you see a bunch of mummified arms, more mummified arms.
More
Put the
arms.
lid back on. Put it back on.
Yeah,
Like
putting-
same number? 7?
Yeah, 7. And maybe at this point you can tell that the first ones you found were left arms, and the ones you found now are right arms.
We. If I look through the portcullis, does it look like there's a lever on the other side?
No, you can see some objects kind of on the ground. You see some staffs. You can see some purple robes, and you can see a couple of broken staffs scattered across the ground. But you don't see the portcullis.
Try lifting it. See how heavy it is.
It doesn't seem to budge.
Can I lead the craft bracelet around and see if anything happens?
You certainly can, but nothing happens.
Oh, man.
There has to be something with these arms. Like these 2 sarcophaguses full of arms.
There's another room to the east?
Hallway.
Hallway.
Yeah.
Check out the hallway.
Hang on a second.
Wait, which type of arm did you say was in which room?
The first one had left arms, and the second one had right arms. Okay, you guys want to check out the next room to the east?
Yeah.
Okay, it is bare, empty, and no tile pattern here.
So it's a hallway, and then
It opens up into an empty room, and then it keeps on going straight ahead of you and to the right.
if we spend any time in this room, do we notice anything? Just
It really is just an empty room.
check out the doors to the east or the south.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Okay, so you've gone through 3 rooms of the 2 rooms of the sarcophagus, an empty room, and now you're going south to the,
Yeah.
Okay. So you see, again, a tile pattern of first quarter moons, and a big sarcophagus in the middle, and an exit to the east, and an exit to the west.
To the west.
Mm-hmm.
This
Try
looks
that
like-
west exit. Yeah, that looks like it should be where the...
Well, so we have quarter moons and a sarcophagus. Let's open up that sarcophagus. Just take a
Yeah.
peek. Is it legs?
It is a burlap sack with something round inside them.
Like one burlap sack or multiple?
One burlap sack and several round things inside them.
Does someone else want to grab it, or
Okay,
Go for it.
I only have a knife, yeah.
I'll grab it?
Okay. You grab it, you want to look inside?
Yeah.
Mummified heads.
Oh, it's a big sack. Okay.
Yeah, it's a big sack.
All right, I'm gonna put that back.
Okay. You guys want to head to the west?
Yeah.
Okay. So you enter a room with tiles with new moons on them, so black circles, I guess. And again, you see the staffs and purple robes on the ground.
So we're
Okay,
on
so
the
this is the
other
same
side.
one.
Yeah, on the other side of the portcullis.
Nice. New moon.
Is there like a lever or anything in here that we can pull to get the portcullis up, or is it still going?
Nothing in here.
Okay, I'm gonna put on a robe and take a staff, so I look like whoever these people are.
How many?
robes are there?
Yeah.
There is 6 purple robes.
I'll put one on too.
Oh yeah, I'll get one.
I'll put one on too.
Are there
How many
any-
staffs?
No
Wait, there's
stats for
6.
robes.
Wait,
Huh?
there's 6 purple robes and not 7? Damn.
Oh, clever.
Okay, well. Do purple robes, is that inventory or just wearable?
It's just wearable.
Okay.
Did you just?
Did
say
I by
there
chance
were
notice
staffs
that there
or-
were 7 heads in the sack?
There were only 2, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, there are 2 heads in the sack.
And are there any exits on this room or just?
In the staff room or in the
Staff room, yeah, the new one we just entered.
just the portcullis in the way you came in?
Is there any like lever to open the portcullis?
Not that you see.
I don't know, like what is up with these moon sequences? Like is there some kind of like order or something to enter
Let me
the
look at
room?
this. Let me see. So there's the quarter moon, beginning gibbon. What's this room? I'm gonna draw on the map. You have tiles for this room?
No, didn't have anything.
Oh, it's a niche.
It's a niche.
Oh,
There.
You are being recorded, by the way, niche,
Why am I being recorded, by the way?
because we're recording this D&D session.
Oh, it's a D&D session. Oh, fuck. Okay. Whoops. I was just gonna say hello from Bonn. Hello from Bonn.
Nice.
Now goodbye.
Oh, it just looks cold.
I can edit this out if you wanna. If you wanna. I don't know.
Okay, now goodbye.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
It's like past midnight there, right?
Yeah, it's like 1 a.m. Or no, sorry,
Siri?
11 a.m. 11 p.m.
I'm
Sorry.
in Bonn.
Okay.
It's 11.
Oh, you looked it up. Nice.
Your time zone knowledge is incredible. I had no idea.
I mean,
Oh, it's because of the World Cup. I've been able to
okay.
like Qatar is when it's like 4 there, it's like past midnight there. So I figured it was around the same time.
Okay. What happens if we? I mean, there are 4 rooms with moon tiles on them, or something weird.
you want to stand in each of them?
Nah.
There's
Like-
probably more moons. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, we can keep. I guess we can keep going to the east. It's the
Yeah.
only road that we have open right now. This sector.
okay, so you're going to the east from
the 2 heads room.
the 2 heads room. So yeah, in here, so a couple things. There are waxing gibbous moon tiles, floor to ceiling. There's a sarcophagus in the middle of the room. There's an exit to the east of here and to the north of here. And as soon as you set in here, the boot steps that you heard earlier you can tell they're from the next room. And in fact, they start approaching the room that you're in.
Which room? The next, like the one to the east?
Yeah, the one to the east. The one to the east, you can hear somebody walking in and towards you. Any fast reactions?
I'm gonna go back to the
Rush
room
to
with
the side of the door.
Or, like hide behind the sarcophagus, like crouch down.
Crouch down behind the sarcophagus. What were the
I'm
other?
gonna join him. I'm gonna join behind the sarcophagus.
I'm committing. I'm gonna run to like the right side of the door and like try to like
Clobber.
with my gamer. Fuck it. I made a choice and I didn't look back.
Sure. So, three of you go behind the sarcophagus to watch whatever happens to Brock. Brock, you see somebody in like a full, in like a soldier's uniform with a sword walk through this doorway.
He noticed me right away.
Make a roll plus skulker.
D6 plus 1. Does my robe help me?
I don't think so. I don't think purple is a very hidden color. Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
So whoever this is walks in, and you notice their skin looks a little torn up. In fact, kind of gray, and they don't have a whole lot of hair, kind of wispy hair. And maybe you shift a little bit, or maybe they just kind of feel something, but they swing around towards you and level their sword at you, and you can tell that this face is somewhat decayed. It looks almost zombie-like. But yet an intelligent voice comes out and says, "Hold there. State your business."
Oh, I'm with the Purple Wizards. I'm here to join the party with
The
the
White
bourbon.
Temple.
Yeah.
And this person says, "This is a time of war. There are no parties at this time. What say you? What is your real business here?"
No, I was at the party with the bourbon and I got lost. I just want to go back. I'm sorry.
And they kind of, their sword tip drops a little bit, and they kind of give you a look, and they say, Are you all right? Are you, The party. Ah, I see what's going on here. You have met the other ones that are in here, I guess.
Yes.
Jasper and Lentz do get up to some shenanigans. Alright, come with me. You're going to the brig. And she starts to, lowers the sword a little bit more and starts to walk towards you.
I'm gonna rush her.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a rock to try to distract.
I have the
The knife?
knife, so I don't wanna. I'm gonna help our buddy Brock out here.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and hurt her.
If I throw the rock, can they get like a surprise attack or something?
I'll probably just count that in the +1 as an ally helping.
Okay.
We do. Okay. And she is at 12.
Yeah, so I'll do 6 plus 5. Right.
Oh, you're attacking. I did not realize this.
On baby.
Oh no.
You take 3 damage, I guess. As she hears you coming and turns around with her sword and maybe slices your arm. Gives you bloodies you a little bit. And she says, "Another foe! You're both going to the brig." And then she marches forward with her sword a little bit more. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna.
Can I put the crab bracelet up and say, "I'm part of the temple"?
Sure. So you do so, and she says, "The temple, the White Temple, are mortal enemies."
Okay.
And she starts to march around to the other side of the sarcophagus.
Okay, I'm gonna bail. I'm gonna run room with the heads in it.
Okay. And she says, "A deserter! We must get him for his crimes. But first,
I'm gonna stick it through with Eric.
okay,
Yeah,
If he's taking the lead, I will be there.
Yeah,
Stick in the
I'll
lead.
support.
okay." So she turns around. She's got three of you, maybe in a triangle around her, or 2 on one side, 1 on the other. And she says, "What say you? Will you attack a soldier on the side of good, on the side of the just?"
We actually don't like the White Temple either, but like
Perhaps there is some common cause that we can that we have.
I think we have a lot of common cause.
You know,
Honestly,
yeah,
White Temple
was
people
just-
suck.
I was just supporting my buddy Brock here. I didn't actually want to hurt you. I just want us to get out of here. We've been trapped in here for hours. We just want to get out.
Ha,
Very scary.
hours. I've been here for nearly 12 years. Getting out is no easy feat, but if you are pure of heart and strive for justice in the world, then perhaps there's an arrangement we can make.
Oh, I love justice.
She says, "Very well, follow me," and she'll lead you into the next room.
Okay. We'll call out for Bob.
Yeah, Bob.
Okay, I'll follow.
Okay. I kind of like ending on a cliffhanger right here, but we could keep going. We only have 10 more minutes. But this seems like I don't know. I like the ending here.
I think this is a good ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to stop the recording.
Oh, what's this woman's name?
Girdith.